Uh,
Round two.
Yep. Welcome, everyone.
Round two, talk.
Yeah. I like the crawl at the bottom. That's very nice. The one and only Captain Adam. You give me too much credit.
That's right. True story, true story.
Mm-hmm.
Welcome, everybody. Welcome,
Yeah.
Captain.
Hey, welcome. Welcome to your own show, Rob.
Thank you. Thank you. I appreciate that. At least somebody, it's nice to be welcomed.
It's like when you go to a movie and you pay for the ticket and the clerk says, "Hey, enjoy the show," and you say, "You too, you too." Yeah.
I hate when that
Yeah.
kind of thing happens, man.
Oh, there's no going back from that. They just kind of assume you're
It's like when
a little
someone says
special.
thank you to you, and you want to say you're welcome, and you say thank you back.
Mm-hmm. Yeah, and you have no reason to say thank you. It's yeah, there's little awkward things we live for, isn't
That's right.
it?
So
So
we got
I don't know how I feel about that countdown screen. Is that? I mean, we had that last time. That's new, isn't it? I mean,
well, I think they've always had it, but we never really used it. I think I
oh
used my own countdown.
yeah, I was gonna say you had your little intro. I
Yeah,
mean, I don't mind it. It just seems a little. I don't know. Seems weird.
it's a
I don't
countdown.
know. Yeah, yeah. I don't think I've
Speakers
ever
of
tuned
movies
in.
is here.
Hey, good, good. You bring Stacy. Can we call you Stacy? Hopefully, we can call you
Stacy.
Stacy. Hopefully, you bring some really good questions like you did last time. That was
Yes.
really that was a good night last time. Last time, a lot of good questions.
Excellent questions.
Hmm. Yeah, I think what was the what was the roller coaster question? What film would make a good movie? I know I had said Face Off, and then you said Far and Away was one of the other choices. What was the other choice? In hindsight, I'm like, that would make a good one too. Actually, I think they all would. But Days of Thunder was one of the choices, and I think there
Yes.
was actually a Days of Thunder roller coaster at Paramount's King's Dominion in Richmond, Virginia, or
I would
that,
be
or was
surprised if there's not.
it was like a simulation ride. I remember they did something with Days of Thunder way long ago, so there kind of already was a ride based on Days of Thunder, but I don't know if it was a roller coaster.
But yeah, I
But
think we chose Face Off.
yeah, Face Off. But as far as I know, there still isn't any on Far and Away. Nothing for Far and Away. Mm-hmm.
Similar to Alive, Plane Crash Movies, and Lord of the Flies, and Misery, and Cape
Uh-huh.
Fear.
Huh.
Okay. Oh,
Was there another sentence to that? That didn't.
I don't think so. It just.
Hey, Josh.
Oh, I think
Yep.
yeah. It went on. It went on to. It was on. It was added on to this
Oh, okay. Let's see.
program called Yellow Jackets. Great roles for Juliette
Juliette Lewis and
Lewis, and then it goes on to say
this
Christina
is.
Ricci.
I haven't heard of that. Maybe I'll check that out. Yellow
You have to
Jackets,
get
huh?
used to this channel, Stacy, because maybe the captain's not partaking, but I do have a beer
No,
during
I
this
no,
time.
I am
So,
tonight. I have my Keystone.
oh, you
Keystone.
got Keystone. So the captain is partaking. So we're both partaking in
Yeah.
adult beverages.
Mm-hmm.
So it's that kind of show.
Mm-hmm.
A lot of mistakes, and we haven't got the funding yet for proper production, but we'll get there.
No, we'll get there.
Josh is here.
Josh is here. No fear. Have no fear. Josh is here.
What's
Joshua
his
Cook,
last, what's his
not
last name?
Joshua
There you
Young.
go. There you
Yeah.
go.
I'm getting it. Hey, there's Big Tony.
Big Tony's here.
Mm-hmm. I like it that he's writing his memoirs. I just think that's really charming.
Yes, I think so too.
Yeah.
What do you enjoy more, North Shore or Side Out?
um,
We're surprised to learn that both were major flops. Maybe they were made
made
as
his tax
tax
deals.
deals.
I don't know. I haven't heard of either of those films. Again, you're definitely cranking in with the obscure. I like it. No, I never heard of any of those films.
Yeah, I've never heard either of those titles either. I guess
Yeah.
I'd have to look
Hmm.
into that.
Yeah.
Oh, Crusher's back.
Hey, Crusher.
Crusher is back. Oh, my man Ginger Ninja's here.
Oh,
How
that's
you doing,
good.
Jay, man? Good to see you, buddy.
What's going on? Yeah, man. Good to hear from you again.
All the way from down under.
He's bringing the thunder from down under.
That's correct. That's correct.
Yeah, good. I like it.
If
Here
there
we
was
go.
an entourage that could go with you everywhere, three characters or creatures that go with you everywhere
Wow.
from movie history.
Movie history.
They hold the door and items for you, etc., and play intro music.
Three characters or creatures. Wow, that's broad.
Yeah, man.
Oh, that's broad.
Good question too, though. Uh, hmm.
Oh, is there any way we can like get these questions beforehand and actually have prepared answers for you, Stacy? That'd be great. It's almost like a press conference.
I'm gonna go with Alf.
Gets us with the gotcha questions.
I'm gonna pick Alf.
Alf is one of them. Okay, that's three. Okay, you
I
need
gotta
two
pick three
more.
of them. Holy shit. Okay, I pick
Yes, it
Alf.
says you go the other three characters.
I pick Alf. I pick Johnny Five, and
Okay.
who's the third one? Harry from Harry and the Hendersons.
Wow, that's quite an entourage.
Oh yeah,
Yeah, those are good choices.
an alien, a Bigfoot, and a robot. That's
Mm-hmm.
my shit right there.
Sounds like a joke.
Yeah,
You just all you do then is all four of you go around walking into bars and like your own joke setup.
yeah.
Um,
And we
gosh,
don't have to say
mine.
nothing. We just walk in, people laugh, and then we leave.
Yeah, yeah. That's what, yeah, man. An entourage of three creatures or characters. Yours were pretty good. That's kind of a tough act to follow.
I come quick with it.
I don't know. Ah,
You
I
want
don't
to come
know.
back? You want to come
We'll
back
come
to it?
back to it. I'll think. Let me stew on that.
All
Let me
right.
crock pot that one.
Yellow Jackets is a fun show. It takes place in some of the 90s. Okay.
So is it it's a show, not a movie, or
Ah,
I don't.
seems to be a show.
Hmm.
Anthony just shared this on Instagram. Thank you, Anthony.
Hey, thank you.
You're the man,
Appreciate
Big Tony.
that. Yeah, appreciate that. Instagram, just as hey, there's Lendog.
Lundog is here.
Yeah, what's going
Happy
on?
Friday, Lundog.
Isn't he the one that liked my Randy Savage impressions?
Lundog loves your Randy Savage impressions.
Well, I'm glad to hear that, Lendog. Happy Friday to you, Lendog. Yeah. That's just for you, Lendog. Yeah, glad you're checking in. It is nice to just say again. It just seems like we have the old crew. Just they remembered and they checked in. I mean, it was a year ago, a little over a year before that we did these. So
That's right.
it's nice. It's nice to be remembered. It really is.
Okay, side out volleyball. Peter
Uh,
Horton, C. Thomas Howell, North Shore
oh,
surfing. Okay, I don't. I like surfing movies, and I haven't.
I
And if it's the beach volleyball for women is a great sport.
oh you.
I'm just saying,
Yeah,
I like to
not a lot of
support all the weird sports and that,
not a lot of volleyball movies, is there?
No, not
I
really.
would say that's I didn't know that one existed, so I didn't know any existed. So that's got to
Yeah,
be
side out.
the only one. Yeah, side out that makes sense. You know.
Oh, she'll take Tony Montana,
Mm-hmm.
Blofeld, and Alf. Maybe
Yeah, Alf. I guess everybody wants Alf. Yeah.
Alf was a good pick, I guess. Eh?
Yeah, that was a good pick there, Rob. Good stuff. Yeah,
Yeah,
good
I
stuff.
agree. With Alf for sure would be a blast for sure.
Yeah. I don't know. That kind of seems like it might get annoying really quick, though. I mean, Alf, he would just. It seems like you would be in his entourage, not the other way around. He just seems like he would want to take lead.
Yeah, but
Yeah.
you have to listen to you and like stand in the background because he's an alien and
Mm-hmm.
he doesn't want to get dissected.
No, he doesn't.
You know,
Yeah, he would. I guess he wouldn't be in public. Yeah.
that's it. Like only as your
Yeah.
entourage when he's listening to you until you complain about him and then they come for him.
Yeah, that's right. Yeah. Now he's with me.
So thoughts on Communion?
Oh yes.
Is it better
It's
or worse than Fire in the Sky? Fire in the
I.
Sky is a crazy movie.
It is crazy movie. I would. Man, that's a tough one. I don't know if it. I don't know if I could say it's better or worse. I mean, I think they're both. I mean, they're both like similar concepts, but they're really different in how they're done.
I
So
agree.
I just think that they're not really. I wouldn't say that they're comparable. To tell you the truth, you know what I mean? Like,
I hear you. How many Betamax do you have? I have a lot more and parted with some.
yeah. Did you say you had any last week? We talked about this last week too. Did you have any?
I have a couple. I've got like three of them, I think. Three or four
Mm,
like that.
I have. I did. I had parted with some too, Stacy. I sold, I guess, five of them. I've had more, but I sell them. I think the most I've had at one time was probably about a dozen, and they're they weren't very good titles. I think the best one I had was Legend of Sleepy Hollow, the
Oh, I
Disney
like that.
animated. Yeah, and it was cool because it came in like the old Walt Disney Home Video clamshell, but it was like small. So it
Oh,
was like a little, it was like a little baby
oh,
Disney
really? That's
clamshell.
cool, man.
Yeah, and I sold that one.
I don't think I've
Yeah,
ever seen one of those. To be honest with you.
yeah. Well, you're not going to see them today either because I don't have them anymore. Man, I had that one and I had the Gnome Mobile. It came in a box like
Oh,
a
cool.
lot, and so I sold that one too. So
I
nope.
I don't really like sought after Betamax. I got those three ones that they were given to me. I think
Hmm. Um,
he loves your
yeah.
Macho Man impressions and your Dusty baby.
Oh, well, thank you, Landog, baby. We're talking about Betamax now. That was the past. This is the now. Okay, we're talking about Betamax. Don't talk about my Dusty Impression now. Yes, my Betamax collection. I really, really do. I find Betamax in the wild, if you will. Like I said, I do have. Well, it's buried. Maybe, no, I can't get to it. It's buried. Like I found Mash in the wild, the Betamax, as I highlighted in my show and tell video about Betamax.
Hmm.
That's the only one I've ever found in a while. Well, bought. I did find like the George Carlin one long ago, but I didn't buy it for whatever reason. I wish I did. Like I said,
Yeah, for
I
sure.
lament that very well in that show and tell video. But yeah, as far as like coming across them, no, I barely come across VHS anymore. So,
So Inside Out, Bernie is the villain.
oh, what's his name?
Bernie Lomax.
Oh, I suppose that's who she's talking about, or Bernie Sanders.
Would you rather be those massive horses in Crawl, or be scavenging Jawa in Tatooine, or be a Hoth creature that is not being held captive and can run
Hmm.
free? Hmm.
I,
Uh, hmm. I'm going to
I
take the Hoth creature.
Yeah, see, I don't know because I don't like cold that much. I know I'd be covered in like woolly fur, but I think it would still get to me.
I'd
I like
take
to
the winter.
consider.
So.
Yeah, I think I would go with Jawas on that one. I would be a Jawa
Jawas are cool. I almost went with Jawas. I like Jawas.
because it's kind of like they're like thrift hunters in a way.
Yeah,
Only they steal stuff. So
scavengers.
it's kind of right up my alley. Uh, mhm. Yeah, yeah.
I know that Captain Adam did his RCA Columbia Pictures home video collection
Mm,
for his last video show and tell. I happened to get the other day original 1983 release of Gandhi.
that's cool. Yeah, I'm glad you chimed in on that, Josh. You had mentioned on a comment that you had the Columbia home video uh, distribution of Stripes, and then that show and tell. I didn't know if the one I had was the first distribution or not, but he has the first one because that's Columbia home video before RCA sort of merged with them because that's very very early, and those ones are very very hard to find, like really hard to find. They're like the first VHS because yeah.
He also has the 87 reprint of Gandhi as well.
Well, that's good stuff. Yeah. I was that a thrift store find or did you seek that one out? Was that a salt and bought or you just came across it?
Yeah,
Uh,
so cool seeing all the Columbia ones all lined up like that. I have them alphabetized.
yeah, they're like one of my favorite home video just libraries just because they just look so nice together. They just I say that all the time. That's what those show and tell videos are all about is
Yeah.
me just prattling on about like just how nice they look together. you know, but you can display them like this, or you can display them like this with the actual logo from the movie. It's good stuff.
Yeah, it's got like what both sides of it. If you like your
Mm,
tapes uniform looking and all nice and neat like the RCA, then you put it like that. If you like random looking tapes, you put it on the other side.
yep. Yeah,
Oh,
it's
my man,
it's it's
Larry's
good
here.
stuff. Hey, what's going on, Larry?
Ernie is totally the villain in Jason 7. That's right.
Yeah, yeah. He was also in uh, um, Tammy and the T Rex. Have you seen Tammy and the T Rex?
Yes.
That oh my god.
Yep.
Oh, what a film.
Crawler's a classic. I found 87 reprint at Goodwill, same as the 83 release.
Yeah,
At
that's
Goodwill.
nice. That's nice. Yeah, hopefully they weren't moldy.
Yeah.
I always kind of come across that problem.
You are the
I
booker for the Last Resort Club in Total Recall. You can book any music group or any soundtrack to be performed live. Cohagen
okay.
says that the show must be safe and not too many decibels or else.
Okay. So it has to be sort of
Hmm.
something accessible, enjoyable by everyone, and not too loud, not too dense, not too much.
Hmm.
I'm gonna take the reins on this one. I'm gonna go with Sade.
Nice.
I think everybody could enjoy that. I really
Smooth
do.
criminal. Good stuff.
Yeah, that's not Smooth Criminal.
Mm-mm.
You're talking
Sorry,
about
smooth operator.
Smooth Operator. Yes.
I knew it was a smooth something.
Yeah, Smooth something.
Smooth operator.
Yep.
You like some
Yep.
Sade, boy. I'm gonna say. I'm gonna say 80s Phil Collins.
Well, Genesis or just solo Phil Collins?
Solo Phil Collins.
Okay, good stuff. That's good stuff.
One more night.
Yep. just him just be there, just playing the entirety of Face Value. That'd be
Yeah,
awesome. A
that's
great
good.
album. That's a great album.
Yeah.
Yeah.
One VHS that is a holy grail item for me is Raiders of the Living Dead.
Hmm.
I saw that on VHS many, many years ago, and as bad a film as it is, I just need the VHS to have it.
Well, you have to look it up. It's probably really, really expensive if you do find it. Yeah,
Anything of the dead anything of the Living Dead is
yeah.
sought after by everybody.
Let me
Everybody wants everything with of the Living Dead at the end of it.
yeah, dude. I mean, it's like if that's the title, you the
I mean, there's
VHS
nothing
is
wrong with that.
going.
I like those movies. I collect them myself, but I'm just saying, like, try to find them. Like, they're gone
Hmm.
because as soon as it says of the Living Dead, people snatch it right away. Choop.
If I mean, let's see. I'm looking it up right now. Let's see. Oh, you know what? Well, it's not too bad. We got one here, $19, free delivery. Okay,
Wow.
that is looks like it's a repop. It's from Very Strange Videos, so it's a very modern
Hmm.
release. So it's not the original one.
Yeah.
Let's see.
I
We
wouldn't be
have it.
surprised if some company redid it. So,
Yeah, that's looks like that's what I'm coming across here. There's a Japanese version. You want to know how much? Guess how much that's going for?
how much?
$120.
I was going to say 100.
Yeah, plus $5 delivery. Come on, man. My rule is if you're selling anything like over $100, you shipping's free. You just tack it onto the price. I mean, come on, $5,
Yeah.
whatever. We got the $20, $25, $35. Yeah, I mean that's all I'm coming across. There's about 7 listings, and they all that might be the only distribution. So you got like an average of like $25. You know,
Not too bad then.
no, I mean it's. I thought it was going to be way more, but so that's decent. You
I'd make a DVD 4-pack of Misery, Serial
know,
Mom, Pacific Heights, and City Hall.
yeah, that's not bad. I think you could. Misery and Serial Mom would be good.
What would
Four
be a
pack.
good 4-pack for you? Would a good 4-pack for you be? Hmm.
Hmm.
Another good question. Uh,
Mm,
hmm.
hmm. Hmm.
You know what?
This the stumper.
I'm gonna put. I'm gonna say. I'm gonna say. Bloodsport.
Okay.
Blood Fist,
Okay.
which is almost the same movie with just less known actors,
Right.
and still. What's his name? I can't remember his name now. The whatever. Anyways, and I'm gonna say. Uh, the the Perfect Weapon and Jim Cotta.
Okay. Hmm.
That's my 4-pack.
Yeah, Jim Cotta. That's a slept on. That's a slept on classic, isn't it?
Yeah,
That's a very unique film. I used to
I
have
love that movie.
the um the MGM book box of that. I
I know.
think
You
that
sold it,
was
eh?
MGM. I did sell it. Yep.
Yeah, I
Yep.
remember you had it. I want that tape. I don't have it. I'd love to have that tape.
Yeah. Yeah. pretty good stuff. I remember that was cool because that was the one that the video gallery, the video store that I went to as a kid, that they had that because they had like a huge martial arts section, and it was like it wasn't an action section, it's a martial arts section, and they had like American Ninja,
Mhm.
stuff like that, and of course they had like the big boxes and the book boxes, and it's very nostalgic. That stuff's very nostalgic, because that was just on the shelf, like
Yeah,
face out. That's
yeah,
how
for
they
sure.
displayed them. You just took a little card and they gave you like a little plastic case with the tape in it, but they had like the case on the shelf so you know what you were getting or you knew what it was. But you didn't get the case. You just got a little plastic shell.
That's why that question kind of came a little bit easier to me when I just thought of like my four. I went with martial arts and came up with four of my favorites and threw them together.
Yeah, that's pretty good. Yeah, she's got me at a loss for words with these questions. I don't know.
We'll have to come back to it.
Maybe like Repo Man. Uh,
Oh,
oh,
I love
a
that
Guar
movie, man.
movie. What was it? What was the Guar movie called?
Uh, I don't. I can't
Um,
recall.
no, and dang it. Um, I don't know. I'm
Any
failing.
Canon
I'm
films this
failing. I'm
week?
failing you, Stacy. I'm sorry.
Anyone here from collect VHS? Any Canon films this week? I didn't get
Any
any Canon
Canon
films.
films? Well, I don't have any new ones, but I do have many. Well, not many. I wouldn't say many. It's a total lie to say I had many Canon films. I showed off these last week. Messenger of Death, Bronson, and then Hero and the Terror, Chuck Norris.
Yeah, yeah.
I used to. I have somewhere. I have the Cyborg, uh, the Van Damme Cyborg movie. That's canon. At least the first one has. The first distribution is. Yeah, I don't know, man.
I got all three distributions of Cyborg down here.
I have the really.
Yep.
I have this one, the MGM Movie Time one.
Yeah.
That's like a 90 something, 90 or 96.
I have to move something to get it, but I got a bunch.
Yeah,
I got the what's that? I can't remember which one the one is. And the one that you showed there, and then the MGM one. This is the Canon one there.
yeah, that's the first one. Yeah, I had that
Yeah.
one too. I had that one somewhere. That
And the
might be.
MGM. That's the MGM one.
Yeah, you have that. That's cool. They did two different ones. One with the original poster art, then one with
And
just.
then the movie time one.
Yeah, that's cool. That's
So Jonathan Majors, the Street Fighter or a Junkyard Dog.
Jonathan Majors. Here, let me cheat, and I can't think who he is right now. Hold on.
I'm terrible with names and faces, man. Like especially
Yeah,
actors that
most of
I'm
them.
not like
Yeah, most of them.
100% on, you know.
Jonathan Majors. That name sounds familiar.
But a Junkyard Dog biopic, I'm down with that.
Yeah. Hmm. Yeah. I think he would be a good junkyard dog. Yeah, I think you.
Junkyard Dog. Greetings and salutations, it's Professor.
Yeah. Hey, what's going on, Prov?
That is he.
The professor is here.
And you can call the Junkyard Dog biopic Another One Bites the Dust.
Yeah, maybe.
You can call it that. Yeah, that
You
would.
should, you should, you should call it "Grab Them Cakes" after his theme song.
So
He
Jay
had that
says over there on eBay it's 65 bones.
65. Huh? Oh yeah, he's from
Australia.
Australia.
Yeah.
Yeah, that's I guess it is a little different, my friend. I know. I
$4
know
postage.
when I do eBay searches, like a lot of times, I do have a lot of stuff from Australia. It says shipping from Australia, and the shipping is like $1,000. So you can always tell like where it's like, okay, that's got to be
Yeah.
outside the U.S. It's like like $20 shipping. You know,
What's your thoughts on Modine's performance in Pacific Heights?
I have none. No thoughts. I have no thoughts on that. I'm sorry. Never seen Pacific Heights.
I don't think I've seen it either.
No. She she's sure she tuned into the right show. I don't. We're
Yeah,
not really being very helpful this week. I'm sorry.
yeah,
Acres
me too.
acres of movies. You know,
Yeah,
I'm still trying to think of your
Pacific
first
Heights.
question with the entourage thing.
Like
Yeah, I guess I would.
Pacific Heights was never in my repertoire. To be honest with you,
No, I don't. Mm-mm. I
she
think I would
says
do.
trade Tommy Lee Jones and Blown Away for James Caan in Eraser. I
Hmm.
would trade anybody for James Caan because I can't stand James Caan. I think he's a terrible actor. I
You
don't
think
like
he's terrible?
his movies. I don't want nothing to do with that dude, man.
Well, the thing is, he's one of those actors where he's himself in everything he plays. So he's like he's James Caan in everything he plays. He was
You
James
know what?
Caan in Elf. He was James Caan in
Yes,
Eraser.
yes.
It's like yeah. So I mean, I like him, but I understand where you're coming from on that one.
I think the only movie where I don't mind him is that Las Vegas one with Nicolas Cage.
Oh, leaving Las Vegas.
Yeah, because he plays
Mm.
a douchebag, and that's good
Oh no,
because it
no,
kind
that's
of
Honeymoon in Vegas.
honeymoon
That's
in Vegas.
confusing because it was sort of like around the same time. I think it was maybe a year or two difference. But
I confuse them all the time.
Nick Cage did Honeymoon in Vegas. Then he did Leaving Las Vegas, which two very different films, but have Las
Yes,
Vegas in the title. Yeah,
that's right.
I'm a big fan of Leaving a Honeymoon in Vegas. Uh,
I like the movie. That's why I don't mind him in that movie. But to be honest with you, like Misery, I
yeah,
like the movie Misery. But
uh-huh.
you know how I feel when I watch James Caan's performance? It
What?
makes me feel like he just showed up for a paycheck. That's how shitty his
Well,
acting is.
he kind of did, didn't he? He
Yeah,
didn't have to
that's
do much.
even a Misery. The way he's even talking to her in Misery is like he's just sitting there talking like, yeah,
Well,
yeah, well,
he was injured and laying in bed, laid up, and
oh man, I don't like James Caan. So yes, Tommy Lee Jones, 100%.
mm, mm,
Highly recommended VHS and Blu-ray of Jake Speed. Awesome adventure movie set in Africa, mainly with John Hurt as villain.
hmm,
Hmm. Okay.
never heard of it. Uh,
Professor says best gimmick VHS cover. I always liked the
hmm
lenticular Jack Frost and the
hmm
Roaring King. Oh, King
Roaring
Kong.
Kong tape. That was the one that Turner Home Entertainment did in I think '92. And they released it on VHS. It was just like Kong's face, and you hit a button and it roared.
I like the
You
old
know,
school ones.
yeah.
Do you have one any on your top of your head there?
I don't. I tell you, I don't like those the sound ones or anything that involves like lights because they have like little batteries in them. And of course, little batteries when they made that stuff, it wasn't made to be taken out. Like they were pretty much in there. So to take it out, you have to destroy it. And
Yeah.
of course, batteries will, deteriorate over time and ruin whatever it's in. So I don't
Hmm.
like the little battery things because they had like the gate had like the light up eyes.
Yeah, the
Um,
gate, the
and
dead pit.
yeah, Dead Pit. Like there was a couple that did that sort of thing, or they did like a roaring feature. And
I,
I just they were fun at the time, but I mean, if you're collecting that stuff and like if you come across it, you're like, man, well, that's got to be just filled with battery acid and just
yeah,
corroded, and that. So I don't
I,
particularly like that stuff,
I
but
got them saved. I got Dead Pit saved on my eBay list because I'd like to own it one day. I found a copy that was working as nice. I like them.
uh yeah, yeah, it's just it's another step. It's like you have to make sure that is legit. Because a lot of people, if they're selling it, they're probably not going to check that. That's the problem with stuff with batteries in it is that a lot of
One
people
here
don't.
was is tested and they show it light up
Yeah,
and all that stuff.
yeah, they don't realize that hey, batteries eventually just go kaput and just ruin whatever they're in. So,
So how do you feel about the ones without batteries? Just like ones that, like the movie Bleeders, where it's like the whole cover is like all blood inside the plastic and all
oh,
that.
I like that stuff. I think it's pretty clever. It's nice. Anything to really kind of shake it up a little bit, but also I'm sort of fine with just not having it. I'm fine with just a normal VHS cover too. And the lenticular ones, theirs are fun. But a lot
Mm-hmm.
of them, they a lot of them came like that lenticular cover would be removable, so you take it off and use it as like a card and be like, oh, look at this. So when you find them nowadays, a lot of them don't have that. They just have like the normal picture of whatever it is. And because I know like the Frighteners, that VHS was like that, and everyone I've ever found just has like the normal cover. So yeah, lenticular ones are pretty cool. It's a good gimmick.
I
I know
have
I
a
have a
couple. I
yeah
have
I have a go
like
ahead.
some sci-fi one. I can't remember the name of it at the moment. And then I got
Uh,
that as a horror one. That's where the face has like all kinds of maggots or worms or something,
Ew,
and it kind of moves as you move it.
it's gross. Okay,
Yeah, I can't
it's
remember
sick.
the name of it at the moment, but
It's sick, dude. Okay.
I don't mind them. To be honest with you, I don't mind if they put a little extra effort into the
Yeah,
packaging
I
and
don't
whatever.
mind. I mean, I
As
really
long
don't
as it
mind either
doesn't like,
way.
as long as it get
I
on
don't
your
mind
nerves
either
or
way.
nothing.
Yeah, I don't mind either way. I know I have. I think it's the First Contact, the Star Trek Next Generation movie. I think it's First Contact that has a lenticular cover, and that's pretty cool. That one is actually part of the case, so it doesn't come off. It's
Hmm.
like that's like so you always will find that. Yeah, Men at Work. That's a good one.
Yeah,
Yeah,
that
yeah,
was
the
them missing
Emilio.
now too. Yeah,
Yeah, Emilio DVD 4 pack. That'd be good.
there you go.
Yeah.
Crusher said martial arts, not we chatting Bloodsport,
Hmm.
Kickboxer, American Ninja, Masters of the Universe 4 pack on DVD.
Um, sure. Yeah. I don't think Masters of the Universe fits in there though. I wouldn't say that. I think you should do if you're going to do a 4 pack. Okay, here we have it. Here we have it. It should be a Dolph Lundgren love fest. Do
Here
the
we go.
Punisher. Do the Punisher. Do Red Scorpion. Do oh
Dark Angel,
yeah, Dark Angel or I Come in Peace.
Pick a piece.
And then what was the one? I have it right here. Oh dang it, I can't find it now. He did one with Dennis Rodman. What was that film called? What was that called?
No, he also did Kindergarten Cop 2 or something.
Yes, he did, but we're not going to talk about that.
Was it that or Jingle All the Way 2?
No, he did there. He did do Kindergarten Cop too.
Kindergarten
Yes,
Cop 2. Okay,
he did
I
that
think it
as
was
well.
something
Yeah,
like that anyway.
yeah. He was. So yeah, I guess
Yeah,
yeah, the
Masters
Punisher,
of the
Red
Universe,
Scorpion. Um,
I Come in Peace.
yeah, I Come in Peace. I mean, the Master of the Universe that would be cool, but I don't think you'd be able to get the licensing rights for that because that's like there's a lot of licensed characters and that stuff.
Yeah,
Because He-Man stuff's pretty hard to get anything for, so we probably have to in a Dream 4 pack. Yeah, I would definitely include Masters of the Universe uh, because I mean any of those other movies, nobody cares about the license rights for them.
that's right.
You know, nobody cares about the distribution rights for Red Scorpion.
This question is for the captain.
Okay,
What wrestling VHS tape do you really want to own that you obviously don't own? And don't mind me, I've been drinking quite a bit on this Friday.
well I'm happy for you. I'm glad you are. It is a Friday. I'm glad you're in a celebratory mood. I'm hoping you're happy. I'm glad you're having a good time, and I'm glad you tuned in to enjoy your Friday evening with us. To answer your question, to tell you the truth, I already have the two that the only ones I really ever wanted on VHS. They're very sentimental to me. I already have them. I'm going to show it to you. Just give me a second. Uh,
Take your time. Take
the,
your time.
from my favorite year of wrestling, which is '89, I have a Survivor Series,
Oh
the
yeah,
best
we showed
Survivor
this. Right?
Series.
Do this again. Boom. Okay.
Oh,
Oh,
here we go. There we
there
go.
we are.
Survivor Series '89, the best Survivor Series in my opinion, and SummerSlam '89. Of course, this is the one that coincided with the release of No Holds Barred, so we had Zeus in there as well,
Ah, yes.
just like a No Holds Barred. So yeah, I already have these are the two that I really wanted, and I got them. They weren't cheap because for some reason, uh, the Survivor Series. Apparently, everybody feels the same way about it. It was not cheap to get this one.
Yeah, they like it.
And
Eh?
it's actually not it's not that easy to find either. I had to get it with like a pack, like a lot of other Survivor Series tapes.
Hmm.
That was the only way I could find it, at least at the time. This was like back in the spring, last spring when I found it. But
So
yeah,
here's
it
a good
wasn't.
question. Here's a
Yeah,
good question for you. You know that Hulk Hogan tape that has the Hogan fold out on it?
yeah, WrestleMania 4. You know,
What about? How do you feel about that tape?
I don't like it, and I'll tell you why. That's my least favorite WrestleMania because it was just too long. It's boring because it was like a tournament. It was the first and only time they did something like that.
Okay.
And I don't particularly care for double tapes like that because it's a double
Hmm.
tape. I
Hmm.
thought the gimmick was good with the fold out thing with Hulk Hogan. That was good. That was cool. But what are you going to do with it? You know what I mean? You can't display it like that. It's like, and
No,
to
yeah,
find that nowadays with that intact is basically impossible. You can find it, but it's not very easy. And that's
no,
another one that's pretty pricey too.
that's
So
right.
no, I don't particularly care for it. I appreciate the gimmick, but I just don't want it.
Oh,
Hey, Free
cool.
Jack, that's a good one. That would be a
Yeah,
good one instead.
exactly.
Yeah. Mm-hmm.
Doing buffs here. How you doing, buddy?
Hey, hello, Dutch Film Buff.
I don't own the Deep on VHS and can't
Mm-hmm.
find it, and usually don't buy online. I enjoy acquiring
Mm-hmm.
most items like that in person.
Mm-hmm.
So do I, as a matter of fact. That's why I
Yeah,
don't
me
have a
too.
lot of movies that I would like to have, but because
Mm-hmm.
I kind of wait and see if I try to find them, unless I need
Yeah.
them, and then I'll get them.
Mm-hmm.
One of the Deep VHS I had was missing proper color
Yeah.
timing, and I donated that. Okay, that's cool.
Well, I mean, are you sure it wasn't just the tracking on your VCR? That could have been fixable.
You
I
never
learned that
know.
the hard way, where I thought like, oh, this tape has audio problems. But then the next tape I put in had the same audio problems, and then the next tape had the same. I was like, wait a minute, I think it might be my VCR. So I adjusted the tracking, and it's fine.
Yeah, that's what I meant. Did I say Blood Fist? I meant Blood Fight.
Blood Fight, yeah, Bolo Young, that's his name.
Bolo
Yeah,
Young, exactly.
yeah.
That's what I was talking about.
Or young, young.
Young,
I,
young.
I'm I'm sounding like I
Yeah,
have problems.
blood fight though. It's almost like exactly the same thing as blood sport,
Hmm.
but just like different characters, a little bit different.
Yeah, I don't think it matters. I think people just watched it for just
It's the
you know
Kumite, man. Everybody loves a Kumite.
yeah, yeah.
I have some canon movies from Warner Home
Hmm.
Video, MGA,
Hmm.
MGM
Yeah,
Entertainment, and VHS. Shy People, Assassination, Missing in Action, and Cyborg. Ah, nice.
yeah. I think I did have I had Missing in Action in the book box. I think, but I think so. I think I sold it. That's the weird part about Canon is they had partnerships with MGM and they had partnerships with media and pretty much everything just what Josh just said. So yeah, Canon. We think of Canon as like its own distributor, but it really wasn't. It usually just piggybacked. Yeah, there you go. Yep, yep. That's the one I had. Uh,
Now this is the one like I often see online. To be honest with you,
yeah,
the
yeah.
Missing in Action.
How's the cover on that? Is that spine holding up? Because man, those things break so easily.
This actually is not in bad shape.
Good. That's good.
Let me pop this up here.
Whoa.
Yeah,
Yeah.
there you go. You can see it, but it's not. It's actually pretty good. The spine's not bad.
Yeah. Yeah. That's good stuff. Yeah. Hard to find them in good condition anymore.
I put some tape around just to hold the plastic in spot and in place and all that
Yeah.
stuff. I got that one. This one was like in pieces, almost like in really bad shape. Year of the
Yeah.
Dragon, 94.
I have that one too. Yeah. I have that one too. Yeah.
I put it back together with some glue and tape and everything, but it's holding fine
Yeah.
now.
Yeah.
And this one's in excellent shape. I got this. I found this one, man. Equalizer 2000
Oh wow, dude.
with Norton.
Yeah, that's good stuff.
Yeah, Richard Norton, man. This one, and the box is in great shape.
Wow, that is a nice one. Oh, you have a nice book box collection there.
And then of
Do you have
course I
any?
got my Ice Pirates up here
Oh
with
yeah.
the original. This is original advertisement page from a magazine from 1985.
Wow. Where'd you find that?
Advertising this very tape.
Where did you find that at?
I bought it on eBay.
Really?
Yeah,
Wow. I see you have the license to drive one as well.
license to drive yet.
Yeah.
The tape is here underneath.
Yeah. Awesome. Yeah.
I got
Yeah. Is
Slam
that,
Dunk Ernest.
is that an X rental?
I don't think so.
Hmm.
No, just in a clamshell. Like
That's interesting because it does not.
CFP. Check out the tape. It's super cheap too. Look.
Oh yeah, the CFP stuff. Because I have it here. It's just in a slip sleeve, but this is
Hold on a second. Put this stuff away.
this is a screener copy, which is interesting. Yeah, a screener copy of Doug Ernest
Oh, there
demo
you
tape,
go.
not for sale, but I found it at a used bookstore.
I like
And
that.
it's got the and I got to do something about my lighting in my
No, I can
studio.
see it perfectly. I see it
Yeah.
perfectly.
But Hot Renting Ernest series.
I want that tape.
Yeah, and I know that they did. I know they did the Canadian distributions as well. I didn't know they did it in a clamshell. That's interesting.
Yeah, I've never seen it before. It's the first time I saw it. I think
Yeah,
I got it off of Facebook. I think
interesting.
another
Yeah,
one
I know
bites the
about.
dust was Junkyard Dog's first theme song. He came out to that at Mania
Oh
One.
yeah, yeah. I'm sure they did. They dropped that immediately because of the licensing rights. No way they
Yeah,
were paying for that song.
probably. Jim Cotta was one of my favorite movies as a kid.
Hmm.
Yeah, man, same here.
Yeah, that movie was just so bizarre. I remember watching it. Oh, it's probably 11 or 12. It was on TBS. I don't. Do you get TBS in your neck of the woods,
Yeah, yeah,
Rob?
yeah.
Well, now it's like this, this modern crap channel. But back then, it was sort of like cutting edge because it was
Mhm.
like they played stuff like that, like through the week, like primetime movies. That's the first time I saw Red Sonja, Conan the Destroyer, Maximum Overdrive. Just like a bunch of just films that really have no business being on network television at 8 o'clock on a Tuesday night like this play. And then of course Jim Cotta was on there. It was weird. Like it was just on basic cable, and that was TBS back in the day, and they would play
Yeah.
wrestling. It was between like wrestling, Atlanta Braves games, and the Andy Griffith Show. They'd play movies 12-year-olds shouldn't be watching.
Jim Cotta, man, I love that movie, especially as a kid, and like that scene in the village, like he says,
Yeah, yeah, that's
that's
weird.
so odd and weird, and so it made
Yeah,
you feel so weird and like and creepy, like.
yeah. It was like this weird. It's a weird movie. It's a martial arts film about a guy who does like gymnastics or gymkhana rather, and he uses that to his full ability, and he does very well. And he's like in this weird like demented village, and it's like such a strange concept for a martial arts movie, and I like it very much because of that. Hasn't been anything like that since, dare I say.
Yeah, a
Hmm.
remake of the A Team again. Please leave it alone. Mr. T made that show. Yeah, if we're
I
talking
didn't
about a
know.
TV show,
I didn't know they were doing a remake of the show. I know they did that movie. I think it was in 2010, which isn't bad. I didn't think it was bad. Did
yeah, it
you
was
Did
all
you like
right.
that movie?
It was okay. I watched
Yeah.
it. I've seen it twice, so it wasn't bad.
Hmm. Yeah, that was one of the movies I used to have, like premium movie channels, part of the cable package, like years ago, and that was one of them they played all the time. So I've like seen that movie like
Hmm.
probably more times than I should have, because I mean I liked it, but it's not that good. I mean I've seen it like probably a dozen times.
Oh, really?
Yeah, because it was nothing else was on. I was like
Right.
put it on, and there it is.
James Conn versus James Woods at their peak in a steel cage. Who wins? I'm taking James Woods every day.
Yeah, I tell
James
you what,
Conn
man.
couldn't even he even disappointed Vito Corleone, man. Like I don't know. I don't.
Man, I
I
had
hate
no
James.
idea you had such a tremendous disdain for James Caan. I had
I
no
really
idea.
don't like
I
him.
really
And
didn't.
he's such
I
a
had
tough
no
guy
clue.
too. Like he
You were
always picks
very,
on a tough guy,
you were very triggered. Triggered. Yeah, James Woods. That's funny you bring that up. Just last night, I watched The Hard Way with James Woods and Michael J. Fox.
awesome movie.
They got, I saw it. I first saw it when like it first got released on video, like back in '92. I guess my like family had rented it. That was the last time I saw it, and man, I totally forgot about it. And Larry Horror Cat Dad, he had commented on the Michael J. Fox VHS show and tell I did weeks ago. He had commented
Hmm.
asking if he thought that either James Woods or Michael J. Fox was sort of like the headline actor on that, and I like I totally forgot about that movie. So Larry, if you're still watching, thank you for reminding me of The Hard Way because I totally forgot about it. And my answer was I think it was I think people tuned in to see Michael J. Fox in that, even though James Woods, he clearly well, he was supposed to take center stage on that, but I don't think he really ever did. He was great in it, but I think everybody sort of focused on Michael J. Fox for that one.
I think what you're trying to say is that it's pretty hard to take the stage away from Michael J. Fox.
It is, even though he's a very little guy. You could trip
Yes.
over him if you're not watching. But yeah, Michael J. Fox definitely steals the show.
Yeah.
And
I
yeah,
agree with that 100% on that.
and I did enjoy the Hard Way. But I will say it's too long. It's just this is 147 minutes long. Not 147, an hour and 47, hour and 47 minutes long. Excuse me. That's just too long for a movie like that. That movie that it should be no longer than an hour and a half. A movie like
If
that,
anybody
just
was
like a
tuned
kind of like
into our live streams, anybody's known to watch our live streams, they know that the captain don't like long movies.
I hate long movies, especially comedic long movies, because to me it's like it loses its luster after an hour and 30 minutes. I mean, an hour and 30 minutes is pushing it. Really, you want to shoot for like an hour and 25 minutes, and this one went over the mark. And yeah, it just didn't need to be that long. But I thought it was great. I thought it was pretty decent film.
I really like James Woods too as an actor, so for me
Yeah,
that's an easy pick.
yeah.
So would love to see a top 50 cover art show. I have 9 sorted by my top 250 in order, and another set sorted alphabetically.
Huh.
Wow.
Well, that's can't
The
top
Video
that one.
Dead.
Video Dead, yeah, Video Dead.
Yeah, that's a sought after tape too, man.
Oh yeah. Let's look it up. Let's let's see what it's going for, right? Let's
If you find
entertain
it,
ourselves.
if you find it,
If you find it. That's the same thing with like Street Trash.
because I know right now, I know for a fact, I don't even have to look it up. I know if I look on eBay in Canada, on eBay right now, it's not there.
Let's see. What?
Because if it was there, I would own it. That I would have that movie if it was there in Canada.
Video Dead, we got a X rental from Canada, 5346.
What?
Yeah. Uh that's all. I have nothing else. Only one listing for that, and that's it. So yeah. No way, Jose. Good luck. Not even one from Australia. So
See, when it comes up on mine, the first thing that comes up is Return of the Living Dead for some reason.
yeah, that was it too. Yeah.
The second one is Video Dead. Is the next rental. It says $76 for me.
Oh, really? Interesting.
Yeah, and it says $15 off the shipping. If I click on it, I bet you it's like, let's see here. Let's see. $86 altogether
Huh. Well, there you go.
for that X rental, and I actually feel like buying it.
Hey man, if you got the bread, you got Video Dead.
I think I'm about to buy that tape.
I mean, are you sure that's a good idea?
Well, I mean, if I want to own it, because it's never there.
Mm-hmm. Well, yeah, go for it. Wait. Before you do that, before you jump the shark, before you go full throttle, make sure there's pictures of the actual cassette and look at the tape reels. Make sure it's not moldy.
No, they show it clearly.
Okay, because a lot of people don't.
Let's see here.
A lot of sellers don't do that.
No, it looks good.
Now,
looks good.
it doesn't look like Ginger Ninja. It doesn't look like these listings with the hollow cover. That was probably long since been removed from these particular. Like I said, those things usually don't survive. Usually, those are the first things that go with any kind of like gimmick cover. Somebody takes them off, or whatever.
I'm gonna drop that in my cart right now and take a look at that after we're done here. But not to be spontaneous buying, you know what I'm
saying? Yeah, well.
But I was just about to hit it, man. I'm gonna look at it.
Yeah, I mean, you gotta strike when the iron's hot. If you find it, you get it. I mean, that's just
that's
what
why
it is.
I don't want to hesitate. But
yeah, a lot of that stuff you're just never gonna find again. That's like Street Trash. Hold on, Stacey. We'll get to that. It's funny you bring up Over the Top because I just watched that about 3 nights ago as well. So we'll get to this. It's funny how everybody.
I know that movie like the back of my hand.
Yeah. We'll get to that. Hold on. Street Trash. Well, Acres of Movies. You would have said about your favorite VHS covers, like you did a list or whatever, or we should do a list. Street Trash is definitely on my list of favorite VHS covers because that cover is very, very memorable. I remember seeing that in the video store as a kid and being just horrified by it. Great, great cover art. I mean, that movie is just so disgusting. I can't even say I really like the movie because it's so hideous, but it's very, very memorable. And that's Street Trash certainly is a very, very sought after
I'm buying
VHS.
it.
That's yeah. You're not going to find it. I guarantee you're not going to find it.
I'm buying. No, I'm
With the
buying.
with the original Canon MGM, I think it's MGM Canon book box. There's no way you're going to find that. None.
No, I'm buying the Video Dead.
Oh, okay. Because I think it was last winter or 2 winters ago. I on Amuse, I just went and I looked it up on eBay, and there was a guy selling it as part of like a set, the original Street Trash VHS with Zombie and some other obscure horror film.
Oh, nice.
But it was like up for bid. It was an auction, and I was like,
Okay.
okay, well, I'll place my bid. I think there was like a day left on it. I was like, all right. So I did a high bid, and when the last hour, it slipped away like a greasy sandwich out of your hands. It was like
That's what
gone. Like
happened.
there's no way I was getting. Like it just went off so fast. I think it sold for like close to $300 for that set. Like it went like the bids just went up, 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 up. I'm like, I'm not playing this. No, forget it.
Yeah,
I'm not.
that's why I stay away from them because like you don't because you get double whammy because you want it, you want those
Mhm.
things, and you
Yeah,
don't want to lose the bid.
yeah. You don't want to lose. That's the competition thing. So that's
Yeah.
why I
So,
yeah I don't like auctions. I try to stay away from bidding on stuff. It's just too much like gambling to me. I don't know what Rob's completing a sale.
hey man, you gotta do
Hmm.
what you gotta do.
Yeah, you got to get when the getting's good.
So I was going to say Street Trash is another movie that's never on eBay. Like if you're lucky to find it, you got to grab it
Yep.
right away. I should
That
probably
was
look it up because
you might be able to. I mean, it might be up. This was like 2 winters ago. Last I looked it up. Well,
we
no,
got some good luck
I
going.
tried
So let's
again.
check it out.
I tried again last spring to see if I could find it, and I wasn't able to find it. What I was able to find was there was like you'll find like these HorrorCon repop copies, which I got one, where it's modeled after the Warner Home Video clamshell, even though it's not Warner Home Video, which is funny. Uh, but it was like just like a repop. It's functional art kind of thing. It works. It's the real movie, but it's not the actual distribution. So I have that. That's the only ones I can ever come across are like
Right.
these art pieces. So yeah.
So I just looked up Street Trash. They got the good one, the regular Street Trash, $429.
See, yeah, yeah, yeah.
Then they
Right,
got a
man.
Street Trash VHS. It looks like it's a Warner clamshell.
That's probably my listing. Is that from my shop?
Actually, it is yours. I can see it now.
Yeah,
I can see your background.
that's me. Yep, that's
82
the one
bucks.
I got. Yeah.
82 bucks Canadian.
Well, yeah, I got it for 57 here.
82 bucks Canadian plus $29 shipping.
Hmm.
And then there's somebody got Street Trash 87 custom VHS clamshell case, 40 bucks.
Yeah, that probably wouldn't be bad to have. You know what I mean?
But it's like, oh, somebody made this.
Yeah, that's what the HorrorCon one I have. It's a
Yeah,
repop, but it's
somebody.
it's the movie. It's the actual
So,
movie.
so
A
if I
lot of
want
those
the,
are
there's only one listing for the actual real movie, and it's $429.
go for it, Rob.
Yeah, yeah, I don't think so. No,
Hmm.
I don't like it that much.
Mm-mm. No,
Okay, so your favorite scenes in Over the Top.
I like it. I like it when that guy drinks motor oil.
I
That's pretty good.
know
And
you
then
were
like
going to
the
say
next,
that.
like, and then later on you see him like drinking Alka Seltzer.
Alka-Seltzer.
Yeah, that's what you get. I mean,
Yeah, yeah, you're drinking
yeah.
water oil. Come on.
Actions beg reactions. So you reap what you sow, buddy. I would say
Uh,
that. Yeah.
that's a really good scene. It's
Hmm.
kind of hard to top that one.
Yeah. Yeah. Decent
Um,
movie. Yeah, I saw it. I think 3 nights ago, and that's the first time I've watched it in a long, long time. And yeah, I didn't mind it. I will say though that there's a point where it's hard to really root for Stallone anymore because he seems like he makes a lot of bad decisions, or at least one in particular. Like, remember when he's in? It's towards the end. He's in Vegas, and his father-in-law invites him up to his room, and he gives him the deal. Right,
Mm-hmm.
offers him $500,000 and this new truck and trailer just to leave everybody alone. Right,
Right.
500,000. It was more than he was going to win if he won the arm wrestling contest. More than what he bet on himself because he bet odds were 20 to 1, and he bet 7,000, so he would have got 70,000. At
Right.
least I think that's how it works. But so it would have been more if he just would have taken the buyout. And he would have won that new truck as well if he won the arm wrestling contest. But he got a truck with the other deal as well. So why didn't he do it? I mean,
Because he had to leave his son behind in order to do that.
what was he really doing for his son? Because he didn't have a
Yeah,
stable home.
but that
The
was the
son would
moral
have
choice. That was the
the,
moral choice
the,
of the
the, the
movie.
son would have been better off with the grandfather because he had a
Prob-
stable home, he
Probably,
had means. It was just like
probably.
it just didn't seem like he made a good. No, that wouldn't have made for a good film.
But they
But
made such a connection together,
yeah,
eating at truck stops and whatnot,
yeah, it's
that
like okay, yeah, okay, Dad.
he gave up that deal to stay with his son.
Yeah, I just don't think it was a good idea. But it wouldn't be that much of a movie if you didn't do that. I understand. So, but whatever.
Uh, I'm going to say, well, since you picked the best scene of the movie, I'm I'm probably going to say I like the scene where he's going to have supper with his son, and then the dude comes up and challenges him.
Yeah, yeah,
That seems pretty cool as a scene. And then the
yeah,
big dude walks in and says, "Are you with that guy?" He's like, "He's
yeah,
with his own."
yeah, yeah.
He's all sweaty and shit and
Yeah,
huge.
he's like sweaty. Like what happened, dude? Why are you sweaty? Like
He's like soaking wet, man.
yeah, you're so menacing. You're sweating. It's like your menace is just sweating out of your pores.
He's one hot
Yeah,
habanero away.
yeah. I do want to get that shirt he had, like the sleeveless red shirt that just says Blaster on it.
Yeah, that's pretty cool shit.
I got to get a shirt like that.
Oh boy, okay, let's check out see what's going on here in the chats there. Well, Echo's here. And Steve Taylor,
Echo.
Master of the Universe, role as the main lead hero.
Mm, I, yeah, I think it was. I think it was. Yeah, it was before. It was before Punisher. I think it was '87, wasn't it? It was. It was before Punisher. It was before Red Scorpion.
I think so. Yes.
Yeah. So yeah, I think it was. Yeah.
Julia Hogarty, underrated actress, a comedy actress, or did she need her own standalone comedy hit with her as the star? She was good in What About Bob and
Yeah.
Airplane.
I don't know if she would have. This is complicated because it is weird that there are some actresses that are just great as like supporting roles, like she was in the roles that we know her from. But if you were to think like if they were to be full throttle, full frontal, just the main star, you wonder how well that would work if they could like support an entire movie, as opposed to just being like a supporting actor or supporting role. I don't think she would. I like her, but I don't think no, I don't think she could stand alone. That might
There you
sound
go.
mean, but I just think she's just one of those actresses or actors. I don't think really could do that.
Yeah, and you heard her here from Captain.
Hmm.
Let's see here.
And she was also great in A Christmas Story Christmas. Have you seen that, Rob?
A Christmas Story Christmas?
Yeah, came out a couple years ago. It was like a Netflix exclusive, but you can get it on DVD.
I don't think so.
It's pretty good.
If it
Pretty good.
came
She
out
plays.
recently, I probably haven't.
Yeah, it's pretty good. It's pretty touching. It's a you might tear up a little bit. uh, but she plays the mom because the original actress who portrayed the mom in the first one, like she was really ill at the time
Mhm.
of filming, and she eventually had passed away, unfortunately. So God rest her soul. But yeah, yeah. So she's in that.
Well, we're having fun with your questions, and thank you for being here, Stacy.
Mm, yes, I noticed how you spell program. I'm guessing. Are you from the UK? That's a very old world way of spelling program. I like it. I'm not saying I'm just kind of trying to guess where you're from.
Old school wrestling, anything got crazy expensive. Even
Hmm.
some early DVDs go for a pretty penny.
Yeah, they do. I would say that the market though has gone down. Just you could like there's stuff up there for pretty high prices, but I think a lot of people just aren't really buying right now because I got a couple of things up, wrestling tapes up. They're decent prices for what they are.
Hmm.
Just nobody really. They used to snap at them right away, but not anymore. I don't know what it is. It's weird to sort of the market is it fluxes so much. You just don't know. I
Well,
mean, even
wrestling was
horror stuff. I got a couple of horror movies up that I thought would go right away. I'm working on 2 years, sitting on just
really.
being up there. Yeah,
Hmm.
it's weird.
Well, whenever I see wrestling tapes, because that's probably my least stocked genre that I have,
Yeah.
because they're hard to find and they're
Oh
usually
yeah.
pretty good penny
Yeah.
when you're looking, So
Yeah. Oh yeah. They're like I've said many times. I mean, they're just right up there with horror stuff where they're pretty sought after, and if they're not sought after, they're at least rare. You're certainly not going to come across them in the wild,
mm,
and if you do, you buy them. That's what it is.
that's right.
You know.
Michael remembers a WWE release. What was the Big
Yeah.
Five in '98 VHS box set that
Yeah.
came in a special cast?
Yeah. I remember that.
He still owns it. Very cool.
Good. Yeah. Yeah. Box sets were really big in the late '90s. Really big. Yeah.
WrestleMania 4 was long, but Jesse and Gorilla made the
Oh,
show more entertaining
absolutely.
with their commentary.
Yeah.
Macho Man wins the world title
Absolutely.
for the first
Yeah.
time.
I should say, yeah, Jesse Ventura and Gorilla Monsoon, um, one of the best commentary team ups. Other than, I would say the best is Gorilla and Bobby Heenan. I'm sure Lindog would agree with me on this. But then also Jesse and Vince McMahon, they would do Saturday Night's Main Event back then. They were great together too.
Mhm.
Yeah, I mean, just nothing like that. Nothing like that today. Nothing. Not even close.
No,
Worlds apart.
I own a lot of Canon flicks on rental VHS.
Mm-hmm.
I live in the Netherlands.
Oh, let's go. Yeah.
Canon was huge over here in the '80s. Yeah, 70% of all cinemas here. Cool. Good
Yeah.
movies, man. Good movies.
Yeah. Dutch Film Buff, do your copies they always come in clamshells? Are they just like the normal UK PAL versions, or is there a different version for whatever region you're in? I'm still wrapping my head around the different formats. It's good stuff. What was
Uh,
that question about WrestleMania 4 back then? I want to get to that.
WrestleMania 4 is okay with for Macho Man. Only WrestleMania 9 was very bad.
Oh yeah,
WWF '93 was all bad.
yeah. The wrestling business has always been cyclical, whatever. It goes
Yeah,
up
one of
and
those
down. It
things.
goes around and around. But yeah, there are years that it's terrible. '95 was a bad year too. It really was. And yeah, I would say like yeah, the '90s, early '90s, just bad. But yeah,
A VHS I would for sure buy if I had the money to afford, or even the DVD is Revenge of the Radioactive Reporter.
oh my
I
god.
almost I almost got that, and I got somebody got to it before me.
Let's
Canadian trauma movie, yeah.
let's do a price check on all four here. Price check.
Price check.
Let's see what we're going for. Revenge of the Radioactive Reporter. Okay.
Let's see what they got.
eBay must think I'm a complete psychopath right now. All the stuff I'm looking up. Revenge, not revenge. Revenge.
See, I just type in REV and it comes up because I've already looked at it. Oh, look, the first one that comes up.
Really?
Tested. Yeah, tested. $300.
Revenge of the Radioactive Reporter. I got nothing so far. Hold on. VHS.
$300 Canadian with $20 shipping.
Oh yeah, yeah. Professor, I don't know if you want this, buddy. Yeah, boy, oh boy. It looks great though.
Yeah, it's
Looks
nice
great.
tape. I
I
don't know.
got
You probably won't be able to see it, but it looks good.
I got $200 free delivery, free shipping. Okay, that's good. 269.95 free shipping. $400 or best offer free shipping.
Oh shit!
$200 free shipping. $750.
Oh my
Six
gosh.
dollars delivery. Okay. Yeah, come on. You can't chip in $6,
No,
bring it
that's
to your
$6.
door.
That $6 breaks it. That breaks the deal. I give up on the $6.
And if you wanted one from Israel, uh, we have an Israel copy of this movie for $50 with only $30 delivery from Israel.
Wow.
Yeah.
$30
And
from Israel, and it's like $60 for some tapes from the States to hear.
yes.
Okay.
Yep. So yeah, Professor, I don't know, man. I would just probably look for the DVD on that one. I wouldn't go
Yeah.
for the VHS.
$300 on Canadian eBay.
Yeah.
No, no,
Seems to
thank
be
you.
the average. Seems to be the average.
There's an emergency when you're shopping. Batty must be stopped.
I
You
got to
duck
call
down,
Riggs.
make a call. You have a weapon
No,
and can fight back. You need
I
backup.
tell you.
You call Riggs. You call
Oh,
Nolte from 48 Hours.
well,
Arnie in Red Heat. Who you
hold
calling?
on. Hold on a sec. I tell you who I'm calling. The only person you need to call. Okay. I'm calling Busey from Bulletproof. You
Right.
butthorn. Have you seen Bulletproof?
Yeah.
Yeah,
I don't remember like when, but I know I've seen it.
I'm sorry. I'm sorry you did. I'm sorry. Yeah, that movie.
Yeah, you can't go wrong with Gary Busey, you know.
Yeah, well, they certainly tried with this one. That's for sure. Because it's not. I don't know. Yeah, either that or Eye of the Tiger. Have you seen Eye of the Tiger?
No,
That came out sort of the same time. It was a Busey action
I don't
flick.
think so. Anyways, man, I've seen so many movies. I have to like really maybe see the
Yeah,
cover or whatever.
Eye of the Tiger. Another. Just it's really bad, but it's also like so good it's bad, or so
Mm.
bad it's good rather. I mean, if you like Gary Busey, you'll certainly like that film. The bad guy was played by the guy who played Conan's dad in Conan the Barbarian. Uh, if you saw that guy, you know who he was. But yeah,
Oh, okay, yeah.
but as
I'm
far as like
gonna.
her, as far as her choices, I would go with. Well, you got to go with Arnie in Red Heat. I mean, you got to. He was
Not a bad
basically
choice.
he was basically a Terminator in that movie because he's just like this Russian soldier, Russian cop.
I'm gonna go with Riggs because I definitely wouldn't go with Murtaugh. You got it.
Riggs,
Riggs.
I won't kill you, Riggs. Yes,
TBS
it
was
was.
great in the late '80s, '90s.
Yes, it was. Hardcat that. I remember watching WCW. They had Saturday nights, and they had Sundays at the Power Hour. Sundays at 6 o'clock or 6:05 because they had weird time slots. It was always 5 minutes after the hour. And I always remember just watching. As a kid, as a wrestling fan, it was great to have TBS because when WWF wasn't on, TBS was usually playing wrestling, which was WCW, which was like WWF light.
Hmm.
WCW never really, in
Hmm.
it had some good programs, they had some good wrestlers and matches, but for the most part, they really paled in comparison to what WWF had at the time. Uh, yeah. What?
Equilibrium and Gunkata.
Gunkata?
Gunkata.
Are you okay, Professor? I don't know what you're saying. It doesn't make any sense.
You know that we can't read over here. We don't know what bidets are.
We had Gunkata in Equilibrium. You mean Jim Cotta?
Jim Biddit.
Yeah. Are you okay? Or hopefully he's not having a stroke.
Yes, I have
Hopefully.
seen Honeymoon in Vegas. I said earlier that like that's the only
Mhm.
one I give James Conn a pass on that one because he's a douchebag in the movie and he kind of plays a good douchebag in that movie.
Mhm.
And I like the movie, so I'll let him go on that one. But any other movie he's in, I don't really enjoy. Like I love Christmas movies. I love Christmas movies, and I don't have Elf, and I don't watch Elf because of him.
Really?
Yep.
Alf's a great movie. Man.
I
You're
don't watch it. I never watch it at Christmas time. It's because of
you're
James
hard
Caan.
nosed,
If
man.
James Woods was in that role, I would watch it. I would love it.
Sure, that'd be interesting. That would be interesting. But
The
no,
Hard
it's
Way is awesome. Yes, The Hard Way is awesome.
yeah, and yeah. Again, thank you, Hardcat Dad, for reminding me of that film because I totally forgot about it. Totally forgot about it.
Holy smokes, The Mummy and the Monkeys here.
Really? Wow, we're honored. We
Yes,
really
I'm
are.
very honored. Thanks for joining.
Yeah, thank
Wow, I'm
you.
almost speechless for a second there. I couldn't believe it when I saw it.
So I really am surprised you guys are chiming in because you guys always got something going on. You're
Yeah,
always
maybe
pretty busy. Yeah, thank you for chiming in.
when they, I don't know when she made this. Okay, it's 7:47 or whatever
It
time
was
you made it.
3 days ago. She
3 days
days
ago.
ago. Yeah, and you're finally getting to it. So
Yeah, I
yeah,
think they go like they have their show at 8:45 in my time anyway. I think
yeah, yeah. Great show. Great show.
I love that show.
Yeah, I'm very honored and surprised you checked in. I very
Yes, thank you.
surprised. Yeah,
Hope you're
awesome.
enjoying Rob and the Captain.
Good stuff. How about that, Rob? I mean, that's
Hey man,
yeah.
that's pretty cool.
Tape Talk with Rob and the Captain. Friday night Tape Talk with Rob and the Captain here on Rob's Vintage Video. Oh no! Oh no!
I
I
love
went out for a
it.
second. You see me?
Yeah,
You're back.
yeah,
You hear me?
you
Okay.
froze up a little bit, but you're going back and forth.
Oh Lord. Oh no. Am I okay,
Yeah, yeah. There you go. You're good now.
Rob?
Yeah.
Don't do it to me.
No, you're
Speak to
okay.
me, Rob.
Can you hear me?
Okay, good. Yeah.
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 Okay. We made it. We made it. There's
We
waves
made
on
it
the
through.
sea.
Sorry.
Like there's waves on the
That's
sea, and the internet's not good on a ship.
yeah.
You gotta
It
forgive us.
isn't. You're very lucky to even have me actually right now. How
That's right.
unprofessional. The Mummy and the Monkey check in, and the internet goes haywire at the minute. So
Yeah, that's
sorry.
insane.
Don't let that. Don't let that be a marker for how we operate. I mean,
She
we're
loves the
typically
scene
better than that.
where Stephen Lang says, "I'm the party crasher. Time to crash another party."
Mhm. Yeah, it's funny that
James
movie.
Woods.
It was sort of weird because I saw like Stephen Lang in the credits, and then I was like, well, then Michael J. Fox's character is Nick Lang, so it was sort of like kind of
Yeah,
weird.
yeah, yeah. That's right.
Same last names, like I don't know.
James Woods stole the specialist from Stallone. So much they had to cut a bunch of his scenes because it was too damn good.
Yeah,
Wow.
yeah. James Woods, he's a sleeper, man. I'm telling you, people always sleep on James Woods. He was
I
great.
love James Woods, man.
Yeah, yeah.
I think Speed is overrated.
Mm,
Many have
it's too
expressed it
long.
before, but Jeff Daniels is really overrated and creeps me out.
Yeah, we did say that last time. Yeah,
Big, lumpy,
big.
arrogant, top biting, and about that's pretty good.
Yeah. Listen to this sentence. I'm gonna do a dramatic reading of that last sentence. Big, lumpy, arrogant chap, blithering on about lions and how good they are, and bad '90s were. What was it? 901s were. What's that one there?
90s ones were.
Big, lumpy, arrogant chap. That's the phrase of the night. Big, lumpy, arrogant chap.
I really think subbing out Jeff Daniels for Dennis Quaid or Kurt Russell or Jeff Bridges on every role would be better. Rob
Mhm.
dislikes Khan. I can't stand Jeff Daniels. Yeah, I remember her
Yeah,
mentioning that. It's true.
yeah. She doesn't like Jeff Daniels. Yeah, it's you don't like James Caan. She doesn't like Jeff
Hey
Daniels.
man, so it's like that sometimes, man.
Yeah, I don't like Jonathan Taylor Thomas. I can tell you that much. Remember Jonathan Taylor Thomas?
Yes. Isn't he
Can't
from
stand him.
like Home Improvement or something?
Yeah, he was Home Improvement, and
Yeah. I saw
oh
Speed
yeah,
opening day. I really enjoyed it. I liked the movie, but enough is enough regarding that movie.
mm,
They should reteam the Speed 3. I'd prefer that. The first movie is great, but not a class. No, it's a good
uh,
action movie, but Speed 2
uh,
sucked, man.
Speed Two.
Yeah, Speed 2 is terrible.
I'm not going to say it sucked. I liked it.
Oh, come on, man.
I liked
Cruise
it. I liked
Control.
Speed Two. I liked it. I
Ay,
liked
ay,
it.
ay.
Yeah, come on, man. William Defoe is the villain. That's where we get that famous meme picture of him like smiling
Yeah.
like a madman. That's where that comes from. I, I thought it was okay. I thought I was going to hate it. I didn't hate it. You know.
I didn't like it. The VHS videotapes are always gold.
What did the professor say? Professor say
He said,
back there?
buy it. You know you want to
Do it. Do it
do it.
now.
Do it now.
Buy the $400 VHS tape. No. No.
I love The Hard Way. Yeah, see, another one loves The Hard Way.
Yeah,
Yeah,
running
Burning
scared
Scared
Hines.
with Heinz and Crystal.
Yeah, that was another one I thought went on just a little too long. I just thought it was just too long. I think you really got to be cautious on how long your movie goes and what it is. Like if it's like a comedy, any kind of comedic value, it should be an hour and a half at most. That's what I
Right.
think.
Hello, Lay. Thanks for joining us.
Hey, hello. Thank you for joining us this week. You joined us last week, and hopefully you'll join us next week.
Perhaps Captain and Rob
Yeah.
or Rob can get press passes for EFM
Hmm.
and other international film market sales.
Maybe. Well, can you imagine us giving any of us press passes? Can I get a press pass?
I'll take them.
I won't go back there. I got
I'd
press pass. Yeah,
love to have a press pass, to be honest with you.
yeah. We can always just make one. Just have
Yeah,
it. I just wear a
that's true.
laminate. Just wear it around.
Print it out myself. And
Yeah, good. I mean,
the
this is
most
the
money I
future. We
paid
can
for a
do that.
single rental VHS tape in recent years was like 35 euros.
Hmm.
For the good, the bad, and the ugly.
Interesting. That is a double tape in the U.S. and North American regions. I know Gareth had told me that they do not have double tapes in the UK for PAL versions. I wonder if that's the same true. If the same is true for Dutch versions, and if Dutch versions are PAL as well. I do not know, but yeah, isn't it interesting? PAL version, the UK does not have double tapes. Did you know that, Rob?
Yeah, I didn't know that until they told me.
Oh, okay. Well,
Uh,
Hindenburg.
a new movie to okay to make with Daniel Bruhl or other
Broch.
German actors. Is that his name?
I don't know. Daniel Broch. Broch.
Bruhl
Broch.
or the open performers of
Every
all kinds, or should it a big modern lump disaster picture or a new tourist blimp? What do you think?
I don't know. Broch. I think Broch. I think every letter is silent in that. I
Bruhl,
think every letter is silent.
Bruhl,
Um,
Brawly,
Broch. Broch. Broch.
Bruhl.
Broch.
You know how we love to pronounce words on this show.
Oh, we love it. Big blimp disaster picture with new tourist blimp. I don't know. I don't know. I mean, if you're gonna do a Hindenburg movie, has there been a Hindenburg movie about the Hindenburg, or am
I'm
I?
not sure I would watch it, to be honest with you.
I mean, you know what happens. you know, it's not like they get away.
Just being
Uh,
honest.
yeah, just
Hello,
it's gonna
Mayanne.
blow up. Hey,
The lovely
man.
Mayanne, ladies and gentlemen.
Hello, man.
Let's see what's going on here. Everybody's saying hello, hello, hello.
Man, you'd be thrilled to know that you were one of the only channels that I actually get notifications for when you upload something.
Oh, that's nice. Very
Yeah,
nice. She has a great
Rob,
channel.
Rob, I get them for you as well, but it's like days later, hours later. Heaven forbid you're on a live stream. I'm not going to know about it till it's over.
I know.
Yeah.
I got a bone to pick with them, but I guess
Mhm. Yep.
they
Yeah.
can't keep me down. Goldie Hawn may make a comeback and make a new Wildcats movie. I watched that the other night. I love that movie, man.
Mm-hmm.
It's the sport of kings, head diamond rings. Remember that football?
No, don't remember that. Sorry.
You don't remember Wildcats?
No, I don't remember Wildcats. I don't think I've ever
Okay,
seen it.
Captain don't remember Wildcats.
I don't think I've ever seen it. I haven't seen a lot of Goldie Hawn films. I have a bunch of them. I have Private Benjamin. Haven't watched that yet. I've watched Overboard. Obviously, that's a great film.
Hmm.
I've watched Burl on the Wire. That's a good
This is better than
film.
all those.
Is it really? I'll check it
Yes.
out.
Yeah.
I'll check it out. Yeah.
Wesley Snipes, Woody Harrelson.
Did you
There's
say
all kinds of
Booty Harrelson? Did you say Booty Harrelson?
no, not Booty Harrelson. Woody
Okay,
Harrelson.
Woody Harrelson. I didn't. It sounded like you said Booty Harrelson.
I could have said Booty, but I meant Woody.
I think it should be your name, Booty Harrelson. Your nickname.
Cher calls you.
Okay, I'm hanging up. Who is a share? Click.
She's out of touch and she needs to come back, okay?
Okay, not
She wants to
just.
connect with her common folks again. You know, do a remake of Moonstruck, a sequel, or something like that.
Mm-hmm. I tell you what, do what you did last time for your great comeback. You get on the battleship. You're half naked on the battleship, but instead of dancing around on it, just jump off of it.
I'm with the captain on that one. First, get another tattoo on in the middle of your both butt cheeks of
Yeah.
like a bear chasing a rabbit into the hole, and then jump off the boat. Just a
I
suggestion.
kid, of course. I don't want anybody to do that. I'm not a big fan of Cher. That's all. I don't know what
I
I
don't.
would.
I don't disregard. I mean, I like Moonstruck's an okay movie. I've watched it a few times, but I
I
mean, like,
wouldn't
am
ever
I a
tell
huge
her.
fan of Cher? Not really.
I'm not. No, I don't like Cher at all. I don't know what she. I don't know what she's doing. Every time I see a movie with Cher in it, I'm like, what is she doing in this movie? I don't understand. Why is Cher in this movie?
Yeah,
You know.
I kind of feel that way too.
You know. I like. Why was she in Witches of Eastwick? Like that movie did not need Cher at all. Why was she in Mask? Like what do you what? Can't you get somebody else to do that? You
Yeah, but
know.
like, yeah, I don't know. Totally agree, Captain. Jesse and Bobby are my team. Big clamshells, Captain Adam.
Okay. Yeah. Yeah.
Yeah.
The curved spine. Tango and
That was
Cash. Hey, it's funny you bring up Tango and Cash. The last tape I found in a thrift store at Goodwill, which was I guess back September. It was Tango and Cash. It was still sealed. That was the last tape I found at a Goodwill. That was
wow.
5 months ago, and that was it. That was it. Nothing else.
Hmm.
Nothing.
And there was only one man that held the
Yeah,
ship up in
you're
WWF in '95. 2 words.
absolutely true. Bret Hart. If it wasn't for Bret Hart, I wouldn't even watched. And yeah, Bret Hart carried the company. Really
There
did.
you go. There you
Yeah.
have it.
Well, I mean, I guess the Undertaker was always there, but it was like he can only do so much. You need somebody else as well, and Bret Hart was that guy.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah, yeah,
Arnie Red Heat. Yeah, I enjoyed his performance in that one. A terrific movie indeed. Yes,
yep,
I agree. Red Heat.
yep. Good
I like
movie.
Jim Belushi.
Yeah, he's actually very, very tolerable in this film. Typically, I don't like Jim Belushi.
Yeah, I know you told me that. I love Jim Belushi, man. I watch any movie with him
Uh,
in it.
you
I
know,
even watched that sitcom he had.
yeah. Oh, really? What was that called? What was that called?
I can't remember the name of it, but
See, so you didn't like it that much.
well, I mean, I watched it, but it's like it has some kind of generic name, like
Yeah, it was. I don't know what
I
it
don't
was.
know.
Yeah, a lot of good Schwarzenegger sound bites in this
Yeah,
as well. Because he does that. He does like a. Well, it's funny. Like he already has an accent, but he's doing like a Russian accent.
he was
So
trying to do an accent on top of it. Yeah,
yeah, it's like a double accent. It's pretty funny. I think a lot of people sleep on Red Heat,
I used to be annoyed by Elf, but it's grown on me. Oh, there you go.
like mold.
Leanne loves Elf.
Yeah, I love Elf too. I got to tell you, I love Elf. Now, where I'm, the cable channels around Christmas time, that is all they play. When I say that's all they play, I really mean that's all they play. It's that or Christmas Vacation. That's all they play. Like so, I see Elf more times than I should. And any Christmas season, it's been like way for like probably the past 5 years. Hmm.
So James Woods is great in vampires, of course. Yes.
Yeah, I saw vampires in the theater around my neck of the woods. We had this theater that played like third reel, like after it was sort of out, like it got out of like the main theaters. It went to this little budget theater, so I saw it for like 75 cents. It was
Hmm.
great little theater. I saw so many movies there. I did have vampires on VHS, but I sold it recently. So
That's one I haven't come across yet. That I
I,
can pull
yeah, I,
the
I
trigger.
did. I found that at a thrift store. I thought that was pretty cool to find.
I can pull the
Yeah.
trigger and buy it like on eBay if I want, but I mean, I keep waiting to just find it somewhere.
Hmm. I mean, I don't know. You have better luck than I do, so you might.
But you never know. Like, but if it takes too long and if I need it, like I said, if the time comes, if I need it,
Yeah.
I'll just purchase it from somewhere.
Well, yeah. I mean, I don't know if you need it. I mean, it's.
Well, you never know. Sometimes,
I don't know.
in the
It's
movie
like if
business, you
only.
need
You know what I really need? I really need vampires on VHS to get me out of this cave.
it.
What was that last comment? I was trying to read it and you turned the
Oh,
page on
sorry. Career
me.
opportunities.
Frank Wiley commentary. I don't know. Brian Brown. Uh, I
Laziness by the special features
mm,
makers.
yeah, I don't know. I mean, a lot of the commentary stuff. Some of those actors just don't care to do it. They just don't want to. They don't care to do it. They just don't want to, or they're not paid enough to do it. You got to remember, a lot of this stuff is very, very monetarily driven. If they don't get the price, they're not going to do it. And because they are actors after all, and they're not, they don't just do this stuff for fun. They do it for their job.
That's what I was going to say. They're actors, they do it
Mhm.
for art. And
So I don't think it. Of course, I can't say for sure, but I don't think it was laziness on the producers or whatever. It might
the
have just
flow
been
is the only good
they
thing in
didn't want
that
to do
film.
it. Yeah, yeah, yeah. I mean,
There's a lot of talking about going on in the chat, man. I don't even know if they're talking to us or talking to each other. Or,
oh, is there a fight going on? I
I
hope
don't
so.
know. There's a lot of discussion going on, which is cool. Speed 3.
I
They're on a bullet train or
oh,
a tour bus in India or China, maybe.
she's throwing ideas out there. She's an idea machine.
That's right.
I don't think it's going to happen. I don't think they're going to revisit Speed. I really don't. I think
I
Speed
think they
2.
should, man. That would be pretty cool. And
Well,
I'll take any of those ideas.
yeah, I don't think they're bad ideas. I just don't think they're going to do it. I think Speed 2 Cruise Control really killed the town for them, even though it shouldn't have. Like I said, I like Speed 2. I know I'm probably in the minority here, but Speed 2 was fine.
Oh, that's it, Man of the House. I knew it was like Man of the House or like this, like it's some kind of generic name like that.
Yeah, man. Yeah. Oh, now I'm triggered. Man, I hate JTT
Yeah,
so much.
Layla,
Oh,
Layla, too, man.
no. Well,
Yeah.
because I wasn't a teenage girl when he was popular. Like they really pushed him to you guys, not to me.
I just think he's
Yet
funny, man. I think he's
to me,
funny.
he has such a punchable face that it just really it's one of those faces where it's like, oh,
Hey, I know that feeling. So I'm
yeah,
like, that's how you feel. That's how you feel.
yeah. Just he's just one of those guys that really, uh, hmm,
Running Scared is one of my favorite buddy cop flicks. Yeah,
yeah,
that's a good one.
yeah. It was a good duo. I mean, yeah, Gregory Hines. I think a lot of people sleep on him as well. I mean, I say that a lot, but I think yeah, Gregory Hines. He was more than just a really good tap dancer. I thought he did a good job, and he
There
did
was
a
a
good
Hindi
job.
film that was
He
called
did a
Last
great.
Weekend.
He did a great job in Eve of Destruction. I think the movie wouldn't be the same without him. You've seen Eve of Destruction? You've seen that movie? It's like a woman Terminator, basically.
Oh, yes.
Yeah, yeah. I mean, it wouldn't be the same without him. And of course, his great cameo in Muppets Take Manhattan. That was fun.
Hmm.
You should see. We should. I mean, Tap. That's an okay movie. It was on TV once, and I sort of watched the last half of it because nothing else was on. I have no business watching a movie about tap dancing, okay, but I did watch it because of Gregory Hines.
Yeah.
You
Well,
know,
it's funny. It's now that I'm thinking about Gregory Hines, it's kind of weird because like I remember as a kid thinking to myself, or younger, when like pick a lane. Are you dancing? Are you an actor? Are you a dancing actor? What's going on?
yeah, yeah. We don't realize how much of an impact Gregory Hines made on our lives until now. You know what I mean? You really think back and like, yeah, Gregory Hines. He was a lot of places back then.
Yeah.
You remember him. You know what I mean?
Dutch
Oh,
is
okay,
also pal. Sometimes they
okay,
would
good.
use double
Let's go.
tapes,
Yeah. Hmm.
and some were released in a single tape. Good to
Which
bad.
is weird. The Good, the Bad, and the Ugly is a very, very long movie, and of course, over in like the North American versions of it, it's a double tape. So that's weird that it would be a single tape over there. I don't know. Very weird.
Yeah, I love Wildcats, man. LL Cool J's in
Yeah.
that movie. LL Cool J plays the rapper in that movie.
Well, LL Cool J was in the hard way. See how it all comes around?
Yeah,
It all comes around. Yeah.
you can't get that on any other show. People, by the way, just letting you know.
This is
Well,
where it's at.
maybe you can, but just not that way anyway.
You can, and you probably should, but
Oh, he gets notifications.
okay, okay, good. It does make a difference. Hard cat dad. I do appreciate.
Cap don't like share, man.
Well, I don't hate anybody. Okay, well, I do, but not share. I try not to hate as best as possible. You You got to be decent. You can't hate. That's just taking up too much time in your life.
Cher could
I'm
make
not I'm not a fan of Cher.
Cher can make a sequel called "If These Walls Could Still Talk."
Oh man, I just
Okay. He really
yeah.
likes Witches of Eastwick.
I mean, I did too, but also, okay, why does Cher have to be in it? Why is Cher in it? I don't want. It could have been anybody else. It could have been anybody else. It could have been Margot Kidder, for heaven's sakes. Why didn't they put Margot Kidder in that role? You
What
know,
about Susan Sarandon?
well, she was in that movie.
Was she?
She's already in that movie, dude.
Oh, okay, okay. What about Sigourney Weaver? I saw Witches of Eastwick like once, man. Like, you know,
Yeah,
those
yeah. I
movies
mean,
all blend together for me. According to Jim, that's it. Yeah,
yeah.
Man at a House. According to
Or the
Jim, that's
gym.
one.
Yeah. It's
Why
Sigourney
did he? Of
Weaver.
course, his name
Yeah,
was Jim. Why did I know? That's so
probably would.
stupid.
Yeah. It's okay, Rob.
Oh boy.
Look. Don't let them get to you. Okay, just
Hey,
don't lose it. You're winning. You're winning every minute.
speaking of that, let me take a puff.
Oh, are you a vapist?
I'm a vapor at the moment.
A vapist.
Also suspect, and come back to the Five and Dime. Jimmy Dean. Jimmy Dean, the Robert Altman underrated movie.
That was a long sentence, and uh,
Belushi also starred in Wacky Buddy Flick with John Ritter, Real Men. Hmm.
I bet you that movie.
I
I
don't know
bet,
if I saw that one.
I bet you that movie blows. I tell you what. Yeah, I bet you. They're just some movies that I always say this: if you haven't heard of them, or they're not talked about a lot, or they're not talked about at all, there's usually a good reason for it, and that is they're just not that good.
Yeah,
And I think
you're right, man. You're right. I
you know,
can't argue with you.
I mean, I like John Ritter, I really do, but I think in movies, I just don't think he works all that well. I think he's better in like television stuff.
He was fine in Bad Santa.
Mhm. I didn't. No, I don't like Bad Santa. No,
Ah, come
no,
on.
I don't like Bad Santa. No,
Love that movie,
come on,
man.
man. No, I didn't know he was in there. I mean, he was good in Sling Blade. I should say he was good in Sling Blade, and but
Saw Vampires opening weekend. Still have the VHS of it. Nice.
it's good. Yeah, I do kind of regret selling mine, but
Hey, Casey.
yeah.
I don't know, buddy.
Hey, good evening. Good evening.
Thoughts of Ready to Wear. I haven't seen it.
No, I'm thinking of what is the? It's a mockumentary. Well, not really a mockumentary, I guess, but it stars Kristen Dunst and Kirstie Alley. It's about like that fashion show. I think it's like late '90s. What was that movie called? Oh, it's a pretty funny movie, and yeah, I have no idea what that movie's called. I can't remember, but
I'm trying to
I,
blank.
I never seen Ready to Wear. I just
Yeah,
yeah,
me neither.
yeah. I mean, I don't really
Yes,
Sideline, Videodrome, yeah.
always
Videodrome, of course, yeah. Of course, Videodrome. It's Jay's Woods bread and butter right there.
has a punchable face.
Yeah, I'm sorry to put that on your head, but that's just how I feel.
Eddie
Obviously, you feel
Redmayne was
different about him.
awesome.
Yeah, I think it's a. I thought it was a decent movie. It seemed like it was released in theaters, and then that's it. That's the last you ever heard of it. Never again. Like not a peep of even destruction
If you
on
can replace
pop
any
culture.
actor in a movie and have you be the star, which movie role are you doing?
Holy smokes!
Huh. Hmm.
Hmm. Hmm.
I'll choose the Punisher.
I was going to pick Red Scorpion just because we were talking about it, and I think that'd be funny if I was the Red Scorpion. I don't know. Who could I replace? I couldn't replace anybody. Gosh, maybe I'll tell you what. I would replace Cher and Witches of Eastwick because I think I would just nail the role. Yeah, I would nail it.
I think you should replace. If I can choose for you, I would pick. You should replace Sam Elliott's role in Mask.
Oh, yeah, that'd be good too.
What Burt Reynolds VHS do you got?
I think the proper question is, what don't I have? No,
So there you go.
I have. I got a couple of. Well, see, a lot of my stuff's buried, or it's out of reach. If I try to get it, I'll rip the computer off the table because my headphones are attached to it. But um,
I have like one or two or a few like low budget action movies with him.
yeah, the thing about Burt Reynolds is I don't like him very much. I used to as a kid, but like I've been watching like a lot of his stuff, and I'm like, I don't really like any other movie he's in except for like Smokey and the Bandit and Cannibal Run 2. And even
Yeah,
that's sort of like even those are like just like gimmicky movies where it's like the only gimmick really is he is in it, and it's like
yeah,
that's what it is. But as far as like I don't know, I don't really like Burt Reynolds. As a kid, I liked him just because of the cars he drove in the movies, but
yeah.
like
Same here.
Gator and I mean, have you ever seen City Heat, the movie he did with Clint Eastwood?
Uh, maybe
Yeah, I have it. It's buried. I have it
I
on a
might have that
war.
one. I don't know. I know. I have a few, one or two, or
Yeah, I have
some kind of weird low budget movies with him. But
it's it's in a Warner clamshell. But that movie just it's like it's boring. Like, why is this movie boring? It takes place in like the 30s. It's like a gangster flick.
yeah,
Come on, a gangster flick with Eastwood and Burt Reynolds. Why wouldn't that be good? They found a way to make it terrible. I just don't like it. I have a movie
I mean,
called
he was in Deliverance without his mustache.
yeah, no mustache, no Reynolds. Deliverance doesn't count. Sorry, doesn't count. He's got to have his mustache. It's like Samson's hair.
I mean, he wasn't. He's not bad in a couple like later films, like comedies that like had nothing to do. You know, like he was
Well,
in.
like
He played DB Cooper in Up Without a Paddle, the movie Without a
yeah,
Paddle.
well, like he was good at striptease. You've seen
Yeah,
striptease, but I mean,
yeah.
like a lot of the stuff that he's like, I just don't. I mean, I think like at the time it was probably fine, but like watching it now, I just don't care for it too much. But
He
I don't
was
have
in
a movie. Have
was
you
in
ever
a
seen the?
football movie with Adam Sandler too.
Yeah, well, he was in the the Longest Yard. He was in. Well, he was in the original. The
Right.
Longest Yard with Sandler was
Yeah,
a remake of the Longest Yard with Burt Reynolds. So it's kind of like a
that's what I'm saying.
little
But
callback.
the remake with him in it was is not bad a movie.
Mhm. Have you ever seen The End with Reynolds?
No.
It's Burt Reynolds and Dom DeLuise, and I mean that's okay, but still that one's a little. It's a little dry. It's more. It's not really a comedy, even though it was supposed to be. It's more dramatic and sort of sad because he's trying to like he has like some kind of disease, like terminal illness, and he's trying to like off himself, and he ends up
Right.
like a psych ward. It's a really like it's supposed to be funny, but I'm like it's not really that's not really funny. That's sort of more tragic than anything, and it's kind of a weird movie. But I have that on VHS
Hmm.
somewhere.
Here's a question for you.
Okay, good.
You're on a rickshaw and commuting from Beijing to uh I don't know how I should say that.
Gongjiao,
Guangzhou. Rough
Gongjiao.
ride, but you might fall out. You need a noisy soundtrack to make sure you can hear that over the course of
The
the
13-hour commute.
10-hour commute. What soundtrack?
13, 13 hours in a rickshaw. I feel bad for the guy pulling me. Hmm.
What a question, man.
Hmm. Yeah, very. It's a
Oh,
very dynamic question, I should say.
well, I mean, if
Soundtrack.
it's going to be like that hard of a commute, I'm going to pick like the Rocky soundtrack or something. I don't know, any rock.
Hmm. Yeah, maybe.
Give me like the Rocky like four or yeah, something like that.
I think if I was going 13 hours from Beijing to Guangzhou on a
Guangzhou.
rickshaw, I'd have to be listening to Faith No More's Angel
Guangzhou.
Dust. Yeah, I would go with Angel Dust on that one. Faith No
Oh,
More.
awesome. That's what you got.
Just on repeat. That's the best album in the world.
Yeah,
That's what it is. Just
that's a
on
good one.
repeat.
Uh,
Yeah.
maybe also I might take like it's got to be a soundtrack though. She said.
Oh, I mean, I think she's saying like that would be the soundtrack for that. If we're talking about
Oh,
soundtracks, I would do Transformers the movie. That's
ah,
the best. That's like the best one, the second best album of all time.
cool.
Yeah.
Salvador with Wiz, not Saigon.
Okay, it's okay. It's okay. You know, we're here. We make mistakes and we go with them.
White Knights.
Hmm. Yeah, never seen it.
You never saw White Knights?
No, I never saw White Nights.
Holy shit! Well, I mean, I didn't watch it by choice. I
What do you
remember
mean? You
because
were
it was
forced
always
to?
on. It was like I remember it being on a lot. Like I had the movie channel back in those days when I was young, and
Oh,
my mother watched it. My mother loved that movie, so I guess it just was on a lot. She watched it a
yeah.
few times, and I remember seeing it.
Well, that
But
happens. You know, it's
and
a
then there was
background movie.
wasn't there a popular song from that movie, like from like Lionel Richie or something?
Oh, I don't know. I don't know.
Yeah, there was a song from White Knights. What is it? I would ask the chat, but I think we're behind. It was probably take an hour to get to it.
Let me look it up.
Cher's yes, Lay loves Cher, and she's amazing. And Moonstruck is a great movie.
Well, everybody is entitled to their opinion. That is for sure. Let's see. Song from what was the movie called? White Nights. White
White Knights,
song
yeah.
from White Nights.
There's a song. For some reason, I feel it's a Lionel Richie song, but I could be wrong.
No, it's Separate Lives by Phil Collins.
Oh, that's Phil Collins. Yes. Okay.
Well, you got Prove Me Wrong by David Pack. Far Post by Robert Plant. Roberta Flack's in it. People on a String.
Hmm.
Lee Reed. No Lionel Richie.
Okay. Well, I knew there was like
Okay.
a popular song though. I know
Yeah.
that one from Phil Collins for sure.
Yeah,
My
you're
mother used
yeah.
to play that all the time. So
Mm.
yeah, Margot Kidder was full thrust into the crack pipe in that era. That's right.
Yeah. Yeah.
Yeah. She had a tragic life, eh, man? You ever heard
She
her
did,
tale?
yeah, but
Man?
yeah,
Jesus.
oh yeah, she did. Yeah, I know. But unfortunately that does happen.
Yeah. How old are you guys?
Hmm.
That film buff is 46.
Um, yeah,
He grew up on Norris and Burt Reynolds, for example, Eastwood and Bronson,
uh,
Arnie, Sly, etc.
yeah, see, I mean, I did,
I'm around the same age.
yeah, we're the same age. We're in the same era, but I think it was just basically, obviously
Don't like
different
bad
parts of
stuff.
the world, different parts of the world, different exposures to different movies, and yeah, of course, I was exposed to Burt Reynolds, but only, like I said, only through like Smokey and the Bandit and the Cannibal Run films. That was basically all I knew about him as a kid. I did grow up with Stallone and Arnie and those, and of course Chuck Norris. So yeah, just how it happens. You grow up on different stuff. You know what I mean? Yeah, Drop Dead Gorgeous. Thank you, Professor.
There you
That's
go.
the movie I'm thinking of. That's a pretty fun movie.
What would be a better movie themed roller coaster? Swordfish,
There we go.
Swordfish, Logan's Run, Big Trouble in Little China. Swordfish could have
No.
a ball bearing,
Yeah, I think
a ball bearing part,
no.
and also bus
Uh,
gets lifted up by a helicopter.
uh, no, that's a well, like a roller coaster is a roller coaster, but if you're talking about like a ride, it wouldn't have to be a roller coaster. You know what I mean? Like it could be something different. I would say like if there's a roller coaster, you'd have to do Logan's Run because that's a roller coaster name all in itself. Logan's Run. You
Yeah,
know, you'd have to run away, and at the end they kill you because you're too old.
and
You know?
you can't run
Not
anymore. You're tired.
not a lot of repeat business on that ride.
I
Big
would pick
Trouble in Little
like
China.
a Big Trouble in Little China roller coaster would be great. I don't know how you'd pull that off, but maybe you go like through a big you're flying around and you go
Yeah,
through a big mouth of like low pan. Ah,
yeah. I think, yeah. I think that Big Trouble in Little China has a ride. I don't think it would do. I think you just call it low pan, and it'd be like one of those octopus rides. You know what I mean? But like really gnarly. That'd be awesome. Like it's like a big neon face in the middle. Be great. I'd ride low pan. Well, I can't anymore
yeah.
because I get motion sickness. Isn't that weird that I'm on a pirate ship and I get motion sickness when I go on rides?
When you get off the ship, you've been on it too long. That's why.
Yeah, well,
Real Men is pretty good. Over the Top,
uh,
for example. Canon Felix going bananas.
hmm.
Hmm.
Yeah, going bananas. Yeah,
Hmm.
yeah.
I don't think I've seen that.
Yeah. I remember hearing about that. I don't think I've ever seen it though. Yeah, I remember hearing about that. I totally sort of forgot about that. Yeah, going bananas. Yeah.
Should the roller coaster be like a mine train roller coaster and have Lopan and
Well,
the various creatures jump out at?
well, you're saying like it would be like a dark ride. I think a dark ride would be cool too, like the haunted house kind of ride, where you would go under the, you follow egg through, you know, you know what I mean, egg
Yeah,
chan,
yeah. Egg Shen.
switching channels.
Hmm.
I I saw
Oh,
switching
Sister Lee.
channels on USA Up All Night a long, 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 long time ago, and I do not remember it, so I would have to watch it again. I remember definitely remember how I felt about it. It was
Uh,
on TV, so it was very edited, so I don't really know, and I was just too young, so I had to watch it again.
well, I mean, I'll be honest with you. I came across this movie like looking for movies to watch a while
Hmm.
back, and I'm pretty sure I put this movie on and I shut it off.
Really, because it was terrible.
Yeah, I just I don't know if it was terrible. I just wasn't into it. I think
Yeah.
I
Well,
was like, ah, no.
see again, like the reason why, like I always say, there's a reason why there's movies that you just don't hear about. You know, because there's a reason, right? There's like usually they're just boring, they're bad. There's a reason why things aren't really continued on through word of mouth. You know what I mean? But then again, sometimes it just gets happens to be forgotten about, so you really can't rely on that too much because sometimes the movie is actually pretty decent, but most times it isn't. So if you watch a movie that no one's really talked about, there's you're probably going to be disappointed, in my opinion, in my findings.
I think Dutch Film is probably having to go. Thank you for streaming, guys. It was great to see you. Thanks for stopping by.
Yes,
Stuff.
thank you,
Enjoyed having you here.
thank you for joining us, my friend. Thank you
Same
very
thing
much.
for 8 years of Stacy. Yes, terrific live stream program. Thanks, Robin the Captain.
Well, thank you for joining us. Thank you. Certainly appreciate it.
Best action movie you have seen at a drive-in.
I haven't seen many. I did see, I guess action movie, Batman versus Superman, back in 2016, I think, when it was released.
I saw. I didn't. I've been to the drive-in a handful of times when I was young, and I can't remember hardly any of the movies I saw. But I know I've seen like
Yeah,
saw Godzilla with the first Godzilla with not the first Godzilla, but
85,
the one with
Godzilla 80.
Ferris Bueller in it.
Oh yeah, I gotcha. Yeah, I gotcha.
Yeah.
Yeah, yeah, I saw that in the theater too. Yeah, when I was growing up, that we did have
Oh,
a
that in a drive-in.
drive-in, but like it went like it had died like right when I was coming to, like, I guess like 5 years old or something. But I know like my parents had said they took me to go see Empire Strikes Back as like an infant. Uh, we saw like Bambi there and stuff like that when I was just too young to remember. And then it just closed. But then there was a newer, like a revamped drive-in, like, years ago that I went to in the area, and that's where I saw Batman versus Superman. So really, I haven't seen many films at the drive-in at all, so I can't really answer that
Me too.
question.
I can count them on one hand, like less than one
Oh
hand.
yeah, two fingers, right? Yeah.
Robin Williams is feeling good. It's 1998. No issues going on. Psych for Mrs.
Huh.
Doubtfire. He calls and asks, "Make Doubtfire 2 takes place at World's Fair in Japan or Taj Mahal?" Mrs. Doubtfire too. Taj Mahal.
Uh, I don't know. World's Fair Japan. I'm gonna go with that. I don't know. I think there's more to work with, but you can do all kinds of like science fictiony stuff with it. I think he was asked to do a sequel to Mrs. Doubtfire, but he told him to get stuffed.
Oh
He
yeah.
didn't want to do it. Yeah, he didn't think it needed a sequel.
Well, I agree with him.
Yeah. Oh, me too. Yeah.
Uh, Ever see the program The Prisoner? You know what?
Mm-mm.
I've never seen The Prisoner, but I've watched Captain. You know, we talked about this before. Those picking shows, those American pickers and Canadian pickers
Mm-hmm.
shows.
Oh yeah, yeah.
Well, the Canadian pickers that I watched, they went. I think they went to England or something like that, and they went to the place where they filmed The Prisoner or something, and they were buying some shit. So that's what I
Well,
remember.
yeah, I've never heard of it. To tell you the truth.
I think it's
Never heard of
Prisoner
it.
anyway. I could be wrong though, like usual. Holy shit, we made it to the end of the comment section. Nice.
Wow, we caught up.
Yeah,
Everybody left.
well,
No
that's
more
good.
comments. Everybody left.
We're running on
It was about 2 hours.
going on 2 hours, baby. That was a long one.
Yeah, yeah. Well, that's
Well,
about our average. That's about our average.
yeah.
Yeah.
Well,
Mm,
what do we got here? Patrick Swayze. Patrick Swayze turns down Roadhouse. It's 1989.
well,
Who you cast
shoot, could
instead?
you, that's a tough one. I don't think you don't make the movie. That's what I think. You don't make the movie.
Yeah,
Maybe
that is.
Van Damme. Maybe Van Damme. But that's about it. I don't think you
Yeah,
make
but
it.
even with Van Damme, that would be like, hmm. I was gonna. It'd be funny. It's funny to say though, but as the leading role for the movie,
Mm,
maybe Sam Elliott, but he's in the movie.
yeah. he plays. He's in there twice. Yeah,
Yeah.
he's in there twice. I mean, maybe I don't know. Kurt Russell. Maybe.
Kurt Russell's good. I think
Yeah,
that's a
that'd
good.
be good. I think that'd be. I think that'd be better than Van Damme. So I'm going to change my answer. Kurt Russell.
There you go.
You know, it's funny you say Roadhouse.
Look, Larry
Of
just wrote
course.
that too.
Yeah.
What about Russell and Roadhouse?
You know. Yeah. Yeah. See, great minds think alike.
Yeah.
Uh, let's see. Well, speaking of Roadhouse, and speaking of the Hard Way, I didn't realize that Terry Funk was in the Hard Way, just like Terry Funk is in Roadhouse. Of course,
Roadhouse.
Terry Funk is the wrestler
Yeah.
who had passed away about 2 years ago. But yeah, he did a lot of roles too. I really had no idea. No, he wasn't in the Hard Way. He was in Over the Top as one of the grandfather's goons.
Yes, he was. Yeah.
Yeah, I was like, hey, that's Terry Funk.
Get Sam Elliott as the lead, and then get Christopherson as Elliot in Elliot's role.
Yeah, I don't know. Yeah, Christopherson in films.
Yeah.
Not. I don't know
Okay,
about
and
him.
Blade.
He's okay in Blade, yeah, but if you watch Big Top Pee Wee, it's almost like you just kind of want to take your eyes out with a cheese grater. With it's just like, man, it's
Yeah.
like I understand you're in a very silly movie, dude, with Pee Wee Herman, but can't you try a little bit harder? I mean, really,
Wasn't
you
taking
know,
that seriously.
no, no, not at all. But it is what
Well,
it
that
is.
was. I'm gonna wrap it up here. Is that cool with you? Oh,
Always
Captain
wrap
Phil.
it. Yeah,
Oh,
always wrap
hold on,
it.
we got another one. Gas is free
Yeah,
in
I'm
your
losing
car.
connection, so that's good time.
All right. Only you have to
I
watch your least
I
favorite
keep
four
getting the
movies for
swirly
all the time.
line, the swirly circle.
You got no gas in your car.
Then I'll just stay where I am. I can't watch it. I can't
What
stand
movies?
watching bad movies.
What movies are those? And will you drive your free bad
Your
movie
free bad
car?
movie car. Oh
Thanks, Dave.
man.
Thanks for stopping by. Appreciate
Uh,
you being here.
yeah, thank you very much for stopping in. Thank you. Good night. Uh, I would say, I guess, Red Scorpion. Uh,
I'm
uh,
gonna say Black Scorpion.
yeah. Oh man.
I'm gonna say
Man.
Moonstruck.
Yeah. Oh man.
I actually like
Something
Moonstruck. I like that movie.
something with
Nicolas
Burt
Cage.
Reynolds. I guess the end. I have to watch the end.
Have a good weekend, Professor. Thanks for stopping in, buddy.
No. It says I would watch City Heat, Red Scorpion, and yes, goodbye, Professor. Thank you for stopping in. Hope to see you next week. Man,
Or anything with share, Captain.
Anything with share. I guess to do. Yeah.
We
Well, no,
have a
because
loop.
I liked Mask, but it's like a drama, and I don't really. You watch a drama once, that's about it. You know what I mean? You don't really
Yeah.
like watch it over and over again. So I liked it, but I don't know. I wouldn't say it's a bad movie.
How
You know
about
what I mean?
a loop tape of the video, the music video of If You Can Turn Back Time of her?
For free gas,
Yeah.
and could I mute it? Could I mute it?
I don't know. I don't know. That might be
Did
against the
I find a
rules.
loophole? Did I find a legal loophole here? Probably not, huh? Uh,
Thanks for coming out, Larry, man.
everybody.
Like always, thanks for your support, man. You're awesome. I love you. You know
Yeah,
that.
thank you, Larry. Thank you very much. Certainly appreciate it. He is the man.
Best first act in a horror movie.
Oh, Texas Chainsaw Massacre.
Boom.
Hands
There's a
down.
good one for you.
Yep.
No mute.
Damn it. Dude, there wasn't a loophole. Yeah. I would have to say if I could replace the four movies with just that video, a loop of that video,
There you go. I
I
think
would
that's
do that.
torture enough anyway.
Four movies that'd be probably about, let's see, an average roughly about 2 hours of movies, so it'd be 8 hours. Have an 8 hour loop of if I could turn back time video. Yeah. For free gas, sure. I would take the bullet on that one,
You have
yeah.
to drive someone crazy, I think.
Yeah. But I'd have free gas.
Driving you crazy, literally.
Well, I don't drive that much. I'm on a pirate ship, so I don't need it anyway.
That's true.
So no. No.
No,
Go to your
you
question.
never
Go to
do it.
your
You don't need
question. I think he was a question about the free gas.
gas. All right. Well, we're gonna wrap it up. Thanks, Cap, for
Yep.
hanging out again. Thanks for everybody
Oh,
for tuning
absolutely.
in, man. Appreciate it.
Yeah. Yes, thanks everybody. If anybody's
Talking tape.
left, yeah.
Still six
Well,
people. It says there's still six people hanging out in the chat. So I feel kind of bad for taking off, but it's my butt's kind of killing me, and I need another beer. And
yeah, me
Captain
too.
losing connection. He's drifting out too far out to sea.
Yeah, I don't know what's going on here. I don't know if it's my connection or your connection or I don't
Somebody's
know.
connection. I don't know.
Seems to be doing good now though. It wasn't that big of a problem. It
As
wasn't
long as
like
we're
it was.
connected, as long as we stay connected, it's all that matters.
It wasn't too interfering. There wasn't really that much of a
Oh,
problem. It
oh,
always could be
well,
worse. Could be
things like that
worser.
happen. Live stream. It's like we live in the
Yeah.
moment. It's raw. It's
Yeah, baby, I like it
spontaneous.
raw.
Like I said, raw.
Hmm.
All right, that's enough. I'm gonna hear. Okay.
Yeah.
Good night, everybody. We'll see you. Maybe we'll see you next Friday. What do you think, Cap?
Oh yeah, absolutely. Yeah.
Okay.
Tune
Yeah.
in. Stay tuned here on Rob's Vintage Video for Tape Talk. Tape Talk with Rob and the Captain. Friday nights
Robin the
here on
Captain.
Rob's Vintage Video. We'll see you next Friday
Rob
night,
the
folks. See you next Friday
Great,
night.
it's a great name. I love it. Anyway,
Yeah, that's good stuff, man. It
don't go
writes
nowhere.
itself.
Stay on YouTube. Just wait on
Yeah.
YouTube for the next 6 days or 7 days till.
Yeah, don't just stay right here.
Yeah.
I just don't
Much better
even
than
don't
that
even.
clicking sound like back in the day. Remember that?
Oh yeah, that was because I used my phone,
Yeah,
which I
we
thought I
took
was
care
going
of
to have
that.
to do again because I was having some problems with my camera and my laptop, but everything seems to be okay now. But the clicking sound was because I was using it from my phone,
We took care of that problem,
which
man. We nipped that
yes, I
problem in the
did.
bud, Professor.
Yeah, nipped it in the bud.
All right, everybody. Thanks for hanging out, and we'll see you again next week.
We will see you. Thank you and God bless.
Uh-oh. Mondo Sino just
Oh man, see, he probably just got the notification, just like I always
yeah,
do for people's
just
live
about to sign
streams.
off, buddy.
Yeah, sorry, John. We're checking out, buddy. We're
We'll
out of
check you
here.
next Friday.
Yeah, catch us later.
Same time, same channel. Same tape time, same tape channel.
Right. Yeah.
Later, tapeoids.
See you. Goodbye and God bless.
Bye.
Bye.
God bless.